you go.
If you were smart, you would have done this game on like Mondays because I bought tickets like 8 months ago.
I mean, I think it was just most of the original people. We just kind of did a vote on what day was best for everybody, and it was Monday or Tuesday. So
Yeah, no, I'm just teasing you. There's no way you could have known like, oh, Luke has his random
I
Tuesdays.
mean,
He had
I didn't
leave.
I didn't know a damn thing. All right, we
So
got
my
this
schedule
thing
is clear.
started up. Gonna force run that first ad just to get it out of the way. And then we'll start. Actually, we'll do. I guess we'll do a quick summary, like I said, for Luke. Not as much stuff. Well, some stuff happened, and then a fight took way too long, and then some shit happened.
Did we finish up our Ernst quest going to see his mistress?
They did.
We did.
Yeah, you missed some shit hitting the fan, towards the end, but we'll get there in a sec after this ad break. After a brief message from our sponsor, who gives me like a penny a stream or something.
It definitely feels like it's that little.
Yeah, ads. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you have like thousands of viewers sitting in your channel and you stream for like 8, 9, 12 hours a day, it adds up. But I stream like what, 1 to like 3, 4 times a week, and I
Yeah.
definitely do not have thousands of viewers.
Yeah, I think like the most I'll normally have is maybe if I get rated. So for like 5 minutes, 10 people.
Yeah,
Then they all leave again, and I'm back down to like 4.
yeah, I feel that. I feel that indeed. There's gonna be a lot happening at the Blazing Sun Festival. Who's excited?
I'm just curious what's going to be
Yay.
going on with these children.
Well, I mean, children are mandatory.
Exactly. Why are they mandatory? Wait, are we going to have Junie tonight?
It doesn't sound like it.
No. It doesn't look like it.
I don't like it.
Oh.
But
Ha,
it's
he
okay.
forgot to kick us out.
I mean, I wasn't actually gonna do that, but
I was disappointed.
did you want to have to sing?
No.
Okay, then I don't know why you'd be
We
disappointed.
wanted to hear Uni sing.
Oh,
Yes.
well, for missing
You love her
tonight,
singing so
we're
much.
we're gonna start implementing the new penalty. Uni late or uni missing a session equals uni sings next session.
Oh.
That's not really a penalty for anybody though. I think she likes it and we like it.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
well, we'll think of something. All right. Well, it looks like we're back. So, what we will do is, who wants to start off our recap from last time? I don't expect you to do the whole thing, but deliver a little bit. Other people can chime in.
I did it last time, so I vote that I do not do it.
All right, Dakota or Kardama, because Luke wasn't here, so it's got to be one of you two.
Kardama wants to, of course.
Damn, thrown
I
under
do,
the
do I?
bus.
You do, yes.
Oh my god.
What did you fight and
I had a
won?
bus.
What? No, I'm
So
trying to remember.
where we started off was, you guys basically had made the plan with Ernst to poison Isaac. You had
Yeah.
taken the bottle upstairs, you'd applied the poison, you brought it back, and all of you kind of, normally in town you wouldn't necessarily need to set up, like a watch or anything, but You guys set up a bit of a watch to go over, or just to keep an eye out for the guards and Isaac, who you knew was looking for Irina. He doesn't show up, but no one really got like a great rest from that. Since he didn't show up and there was no signs of him coming, you guys headed to the church to meet Father Lucian, who gave you a bit of info. He told you guys that you needed, or that rather that his other kind of assistant, in addition to Yeska, hadn't been basically coming to work for the past few days. He's mainly the one who would dig the graves and other stuff. His name is Milovaj, and he told you that he actually stays at the orphanage in
He's on my
Wallachia.
list.
What?
Yeah,
Milovash.
for one.
He's on my list to question.
Okay. But yeah, he then told the party that he looked like he fell under some sort of ailment or illness. He'd been bedridden for several days when he went to check on him, but he kind of detected traces of magic on his person, which led him to believe it was no natural sickness, which is kind of what he passed on to you guys to see if you guys wanted to go look. It is important to know that unlike Father Donovich, Father Lucian is not a cleric equivalent spellcaster. So he's limited kind of in what he can do in those regards. Not every priest is a cleric, and not every cleric is a priest. So something to keep in mind. Because I think Muni mentioned how did he miss the demonic runes on the bedpost, and it's because he has no way to detect them, of course. So you guys went to the orphanage, and Kardama, what happened from there?
We arrived at the orphanage, and we were taken to see the boy, and Uni noticed some strange runes or markings on the bed, right? The bed.
The bedpost, correct?
Yeah. Um, and we were informed that another child had died exhibiting similar symptoms before their passing, and this all happened around when another little boy had first arrived at the orphanage. I forgot his name.
Felix.
Felix. So we asked to speak to Felix. We were taken to see him, and we discovered that he was possessed by a shadow?
Yeah, he was possessed by some sort of shadowy apparition of some kind.
We had to fight that. It did not go well. That was scary. The most nat ones we've seen ever. But we made it through that. And then it seemed as though the runes on Miliavaj's bed were gone. He seemed to be okay, yet he didn't wake up, so we decided to go speak with
Lady Fiona Wachter.
Lady Fiona. And we were kind of detecting what her true intents were with what we want to do. Yeah. I think we kind of sided with her, and
Yeah, I mean, she basically told you guys a little bit, kind of just about Barovian general's past, and kind of like a bit of a cryptic warning, again mentioning that there used to be a fourth settlement that kind of went against Strahd's will, or at least made him angry, and that it was completely decimated. And more or less that she does not want the same thing to happen to Valaki. Basically kind of saying that you just take on just keep your head down, be quiet, and, don't piss off the person who can flood an entire village. She also assured you that with Isaac out of the way, The plan was to bring him back to her basement and kind of just seal him down there. Um, that she could gather her people, some of the town guards and other people that also sided with her, and bring them to basically get Vargas to step down. At which point, elections could be held to see who the new ruler of Vallaki might be. Um, I think someone tried to sense motive that. She seemed sincere in her desire to, just see the current leadership ousted and, just new leadership put in place, whether herself or one of some of the other finger quote noble families, since no one in Vallaki really is that rich either. From there, the group came back to. I think that you guys came back to the inn at that point, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't think we did anything.
Yeah.
We think we checked back in on.
I thought we
Philip.
checked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we did, and
But
he
he
was
was still
still.
asleep, so we went
Yeah,
back
yeah,
to
yeah. Yeah, so then
Yeah, we did.
back to the inn.
The
Where...
thing on the
Hmm?
on the bedpost was gone though.
It was, yeah. So then back to the inn where you guys kind of, we're still waiting. Didn't really look like anything else was going to happen, so most of you had went back up to your rooms for the night. Kind of settling in, but still keeping watch when you heard Isaac and a group of guards approaching. We're currently this little railing that you guys are on here. Most of you guys know Luthias, you weren't here. The staircase outside leads to the other rooms in the inn, but this railing is inside the inn, and you can kind of oversee the area. And Isaac came in and basically kind of broke in the front door, smashed some tables, part of the countertop of the bar. Looking for Irina, but Erwin kind of played it cool for the most part, though he was obviously kind of terrified, and made a gesture of the bottle of fancy wine that Kardama had prepared. He chugged the entire bottle, and I actually had him make 4 different fort saving throws. He got 2 nat 1s, which was impressive. He had 1 critical success, 1 success, and 2 critical fails, which pretty much knocked him out, putting him down for the count. Ernst would, almost right after this happens, come strolling into the inn and pulls out a rather ornate looking dagger, which, where's my little description here of it from last time? It has a lacquered hilt which features the colors of red, black, and gold, kind of like the pommel. Looks almost like a ruby. Kind of this gold cross guard. And the blade itself is like almost this soul-sucking, impossible black color. And he basically plunges it and most of his forearm into Isaac's chest, removing his heart in a matter that, looked entirely too easy, when in actuality, that's definitely not an easy feat. Kind of giving the group a bit of a sad smile as he then disappeared back into the night. Kind of dispersing the guards who had went to surround the inn to make sure no one got away, who caught sight of the dagger, Erwin as well, and all of them just kind of panicked. The guards kind of running away, screaming into the night. Erwin kind of huddling in the corner. And yeah, I think that's about where we ended.
And Donovan was absolutely had to be held back from
Yeah,
chasing
yeah.
after.
I think Uni kind of, made sure he
Uni grabbed him and held him back, I think.
yeah. But he
Why in
disappears.
my head I picture her grabbing his leg like a child and just putting all of her weight into it. I don't know why, but
I mean, it
No,
could
that's
have
definitely the vibe.
could have
definitely was the
happened.
vibe, yeah.
But yeah, so you guys will spend most of the rest of the night, and kind of the events of the previous night are kind of still just lingering in your mind. Um, at one point, kind of when Danica manages to comfort Erwin enough into, back into thinking in the right state of mind, he will suggest possibly moving the body out to the stable for the time being. Um, he's not really comfortable leaving this body in the middle of his inn, especially not with the front door smashed open and everything else.
Right.
Um, so you guys help with that, and a couple more hours pass, and you expect kind of at any moment that someone might come. Lady Fiona, Ernst might come back. Maybe furious town guards looking for vengeance, screaming calls of justice. Um, but no, like no one shows up, though you can still hear um, these kind of terrified screams that the guards themselves let out when they caught sight of what Ernst had done. Um, but eventually, morning does come around. The storm that had kind of raged all night, um, passing, kind of leaving the streets washed clean, but it still has a kind of thick, heavy gray overcast. Very quiet this morning. Um, Kind of just gives you this sense that the air itself is kind of holding its breath, waiting to see what might happen next. I'm gonna move you guys over to this other map here. We are currently over here. But yeah, you guys, wake up, kind of meet in the front of the inn. Erwin's already kind of doing some repairs, trying to get some new doors and stuff on. But when you go to the stable, you find it empty. The body that you know for certain you had kind of laid out on the ground here beside this ladder, kind of leaning up against it, is gone. There's no trail of blood, no signs of a struggle, just an unsettling absence where his corpse had lain.
Real quick, did we long
Vampires.
rest?
You did. I assume you guys
Okay.
medicined up. If you're missing health, you can restore that now.
Okay.
I long rested, but I didn't.
You have to restore manually. Pathfinder's not like 5e. On a long rest, you only get back your Constitution bonus and hit points. But I assume some of you were medicining and doing other things, so you can just top yourselves back off.
Okay. There we go.
Can we somehow, either with like recalling knowledge of the undead, which I have that lore skill, or investigation, which I guess is survival, but I'm not trained in that, so I suck at that.
What are you
I don't
What are
know.
you trying to do?
I just want to see if there's anything like that would explain why the body's gone. Did he reincarnate, get resurrected? Did somebody grave rob slash steal the body?
I
Well,
mean
those
that
are
that's the thing. There's no sign of a struggle. There's no tracks. There's not even any kind of disturbances aside from your own footprints when you guys carried the bodies in here the other night. There is still a not so fresh pool of blood where the body had laid. Again, like I said, it was kind of laid up against this ladder here, but the body itself, gone. Though for some of you, this isn't the first time a body has disappeared.
Who?
is this where about
Yeah,
the body with the horse back in the
yeah,
first
yeah,
session?
by the horse.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Bodies sure like to go missing here.
That they do.
So what do you guys want to do?
You gonna heal up there, Donovan?
Yes.
It is
Gonna heal
the
up.
morning of the festival. Excitement for all children are mandatory.
We don't have any.
Now we lost ours.
Yeah.
Uni went missing again.
Yeah, she was traumatized by the orphanage the other day. Remember, stuff
So
hits her
traumatized.
delayed, like the hangover. Yeah, what do you guys want to do? You do have a couple hours before the festival starts. If there's any other, you know, certainly if you want to do a more in-depth check, survival could be a thing. I'll even let you roll an undead lore if you want,
All right.
Luke, to see. It'll be private. Um, you know,
They'll privately tell you that you failed.
I mean, you rolled a nat one, so
Oh my god. Not again.
Clearly,
I should give you false
clearly,
information, but
I must taste the blood.
ooh.
Ugh.
Yeah, you're just, you're kind of going around even comparing all of the couple tracks that are in there. That mostly just line up with the people that carried the body out, and not much else. It doesn't look like even like any horses or anything else have been stabled here in a while. So, and Isaac was a large man. 6.5 feet tall. Burly. He would not be easy to move. In fact, it probably took a couple of you to get his body out here. And it definitely would have made a lot of noise. And then, as on edge as everyone was last night, it stands to reason someone might have heard something. But you did not. Tristan will probably just shrug and recoil at Luthius's garlic and then head back around front.
I'm going to annotate this in my little notebook that we should perhaps. I don't know if Lady Fiona or Ernst or Father Lucian can help us, but it's very suspicious that the body is gone.
Maybe we should check in with them to see if they did come and get it then, while we slept.
Well, it's certainly a plan.
So the boy at the orphanage who wasn't able to wake up because he's sick,
Mhm.
Milanovage or whatever,
Mhm.
he's grave tender for the church too.
He
I
is.
wonder if he somehow did something, but I don't know if he's awake yet because it hasn't been that long. It
I
has been a
mean,
night.
you guys have kind of seen Milavage. He digs graves, but he's definitely not burly enough that he would have been able to carry this guy off.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys want to check in with anyone else, you can certainly do that. You could go to the church. You could go meet with Fiona again if she, can kind of meet with you guys right now. You can certainly try. Just tell me what you guys want to do.
Is there anything we should do to mitigate any suspicion on our parts? I don't know if there's anything we can do to get any heat off of us from being at the inn when Isaac was essentially murdered by Ernst, right? Like,
Right, but I mean, most people that that we've been aware of, as soon as they hear what Ernst is, they've been running away, and I don't think that they think that we're part of whatever group Ernst is part of.
alrighty.
Yeah.
It's also true to note that no one would have saw you guys at the inn, given that you were on that little balcony on the inside.
Alrighty.
So yeah, they would definitely know that Irwin was there. In fact, from the door, the only two people you could see would have been Irwin and Isaac. Though most of the guards had, like I said, he sent them around to kind of surround the building, since there is a locked back door over here and a little side entrance over here. Um, but they did that. They heard the stuff going on inside. They kind of heard the gasps and Irwin freaking out, and kind of got back around to the front in time to see Ernst with this dagger kind of disappearing down the road into the night. At which point, they pretty much, kind of freaked out and dispersed into the night. So,
Yeah. So they're scared of the
So,
dagger, I'm guessing, and Ernst.
yeah.
indeed.
So where do we want to go?
That's the real question.
I vote to go see Lady Fiona.
Yeah, if we have time before the
Yeah.
thing, I would say probably good to go ask her what the hell.
Right. Or if she even knows, or if that was just Ernst working as on his own. But probably best to ask her that.
That's true. So I will,
Yeah.
this morning before you guys leave, if you guys are curious and maybe ask Erwin and Danica, I suppose there's even a chance Tristan might know. Let me throw a roll on his sheet and see if he would know. I mean, he's been through here before, but I don't know that he. Oh, bro, he's got a +0. This will be fine. Nope, he knows absolutely nothing.
Okay.
But Erwin, if you guys ask, will essentially inform you guys that the Balverzi were basically a kind of like he's never met any of them in person. Most people at this point don't even think they exist anymore. But at one point, they were a very notorious and kind of secretive guild of assassins that operated in Barovia. Rumor has it, even long before Strahd arrived and even after his arrival. Let's see what else here they might tell you. Whoever has some good diplomacy, give me some diplomacy checks, and we'll see what else he's willing to.
I have a 10. You want this public or secret?
It doesn't matter. It can be
Yeah,
public.
that's 7.
You'll no. Go ahead and just roll. Like you can roll it regardless. We'll see what turns up. Like Luthias did pretty well.
Same.
Kind of just considering it, kind of like a little group effort here. But yeah, he'll tell you that, but he'll also mention that basically these guys are still kind of used as, kind of like boogeyman stories and other stuff. And two of you did roll really well. Um, there's obviously no one here that can substantiate the rumor, but the rumor is apparently they have tried and failed um, multiple times in Barovia to assassinate Strahd. Um, though the last time anyone remembers that happening was when there was going to be a big wedding up at the castle. Though this was, like great grandparent status. So whether or not the information you're getting is good, can't really say. Um, and
Who was the wedding going to be between?
Um, yeah, the rule's good enough for that. Strahd's younger brother and bride unknown. Though, obviously they didn't succeed since Strahd's still around, but there's also rumors, perhaps even put forth by Strahd himself, that all of the kind of remaining members of this Brotherhood of Assassins were kind of rooted out and destroyed by Strahd himself. Um, but now, and he says, but on the other hand, kind of travelers passing through and whatnot, he's also heard that um, Strahd kind of recruited, the kind of the last remnants of the group to work for him. So, you're kind of getting some conflicting information, but. And a fun fact, once that dagger is unsheathed, it cannot be sheathed again unless it is coated in blood.
Good to know.
Noted.
That's
Very
your,
good to know.
that's your bonus fact for the day. All right, so on to Fiona's house and put you guys over here. We'll throw Uni out. We'll throw Luthius in. You guys are kind of arriving unannounced, but a gentleman will open the door, kind of, dressed in like servant garb, and will kind of, ask what your business is. What would you guys like to tell him?
Our business is none of your business.
All
We
right,
have
then.
urgent need to
I'm not
speak
gonna say
to Lady
No, I'm not saying
Fiona.
that.
Yeah, okay, because he was just going to close the door on you.
I can't fit you.
So he'll say, all right, one moment, wait here, let me see. And he will actually close the door, and he's gone for a couple minutes, but will eventually come back and kind of lead you guys into the sitting room you were at the other day, where Fiona's already kind of waiting for you. And we'll move you guys over here. She says, "So what happened? Did you capture him?"
No, we we had done as instructed, and Isaac was good and passed out. But then Ernst showed up, unsheathed a very unusual dagger, and killed Isaac and ripped his heart out.
Okay, so she um is staring at you with a look that's kind of like you're not sure she's believing what you're saying. So what do you mean he what dagger? What?
Um, Donovan will describe the dagger, and I was looking for what you. Uh,
It was
he
in a
describes it.
sheath that to be made of human skin.
Mhm. And the guard, when they saw what he had done, they said Ball Verzi.
And yeah, she's definitely looking having a kind of similar reaction. Not complete and total panic though, but just, surprise, shock, and she'll actually call out to her other servants, who will enter the room. She does have a maid and a butler, and will inquire about Ernst's whereabouts. Though both of them will say they have not seen him since yesterday. She says, but why? What? I don't. He's he's served the family for his entire life. Why would he?
Well, that's what we came to ask you.
I don't know. I don't. Isaac's death serves no real purpose. All I wanted him was restrained and out of the way so that we could force Vargas to step down. I didn't want to murder the man.
Could I do a sense motive check on her?
Yeah.
I mean, out of character, I think she's telling the truth, but I'm not sure.
No, no, go ahead. Yeah.
All right, this is a secret check. I know. I'm trying to think of I think it's perception. I just roll against,
Yeah.
or I roll perception. Okay.
Yeah. It'd be if she's lying, it would be against her DC, her deception.
Okay.
Um, Matthias, you kind of you're watching her closely, kind of looking for any indications that she might be lying. Maybe a nervous fidget or twitch, but no, she seems genuinely not like I said, not like in a panic shock, but she definitely seems surprised by everything you are telling her.
So I'll just kind of turn to the companions. So we have a spirit of some sort that maybe has possessed fellow Ernst. That's just my working theory at the moment.
Mm, not a not a bad theory, and she does not seem to. She seems to have the same reaction as everyone else, but that that then leaves the question of of why, because you know at that point we do not have a good reason on why other than to cause chaos.
What do you think, Kardama? You're being awfully quiet. Thrust into the spotlight.
Right. If he is actually an assassin, perhaps this was just his target. His plan all along was to wait till we had knocked him out to finish what needed to be done. I mean, one can disguise who they really are very easily.
What about you,
But
Dakota?
you
What do you
said
think?
you've.
Oh no, go ahead, Kardama. If you have more, please do.
But she's going to ask. But you said you've known him his whole life, or
And she'll nod. She'll say, "Oh yes, he was one of the children of the some of our original caretakers of the home. Um, he was born in this house, much as I was, though he's obviously a number of years older than me. But I've grown up around. Well, he wasn't quite a man at that point, but grown up around him my whole life.
I just nods at that. It's possible, but
And
I'm not sure.
you've never noticed anything strange?
Oh
From him?
no, I mean he always performed his duties admirably. I I don't even know where he would have found time to even. I assume you need some sort of training and the like to become an assassin. I don't even know where he would have found the time to do that. He was very diligent in his work. Um, Scarcely ever took a day off. He was always here or out, performing his duties. He didn't. No extended absences that I can think of.
Cardamo will nod at that. Then, yeah, I would agree. I don't see. It does take quite a bit of training, and I don't see where he would have learned that if he was working so diligently. So maybe you're correct, Matthias. Possession or something of the like.
Doppelganger
I was thinking that
or
as
something?
well.
Possible.
Or somebody very well disguised.
Exactly.
Well, I think we might have got what we can get out of Lady Fiona for now. Cardama, what was the exact reason we wanted to poison? Well, maybe not poison, but knock him unconscious. Like, who requested that? Wasn't that Fiona?
It was Lady Fiona. We were supposed to knock him unconscious, bring him back to her home, put him in the basement, just while we overthrew
Yeah, the
the
plan
current.
was
Yeah.
with him removed, Vargas would be much less confrontational about stepping down from his position.
So out of character, it may be best just to leave this for now unresolved. And it's not like we're gonna go ransacking through her home looking in the basement for Ernst and bodies and stuff, but go down to the Burgomaster's little jamboree and maybe
Yeah,
something
and
will.
she'll actually accompany you guys to the festival since it is getting close to time. And then suggest that maybe once this is all over, kind of examining his personal effects. Um, you get the feeling that she's trying to distance herself from what happened, especially by requesting, you guys be there when you go through his stuff rather than, kind of just doing it on her own. So,
All right. And just to make sure, we have double checked to make sure that Arena is all well and good, correct?
yeah, she is still at the with the
In.
Mardikovs at the end, yeah. You know what? Give me some blind perception checks. This is probably a good time for it. Wow, someone rolled beefy already. I don't know who that is. Jesus Christ, where were these rolls last week?
My question exactly.
Holy crap. Missing a roll from one person, but damn, the three that are there. Okay, so the lowest roll was a 19. And then two 25s and a 26. So
Well, all right then.
all of you guys would
Later.
probably notice on your walk over to Fiona's house, it's not too far, it's a couple blocks away. Um, the posters that have been put over the previous Wolfhead Jamboree with the Blazing Sun Festival are still there, but you do notice that none of the posters of Irina are currently still hanging up anywhere.
Interesting.
Can you give me a rundown of what the posters for Irina were, Gil?
Wanted posters.
Yeah,
Yep, thank you. I remember.
yeah. That Isaac and his little henchmen were hanging up. All of which seem to be missing. Um,
If we actually do need children for the jamboree, Yeska over at Father Lucian's church could probably be. I don't have any money, but he could probably be his services bought out to attend with us.
to bring children. All right. So what we'll do then is we'll move
You didn't
over.
just ask that.
Gonna rent out children.
I'm just saying if it's required and he voluntarily wants to join us, we could pay. I mean, I can't pay him. All I have is this fucking garlic, but you know, we could
That was
potentially.
that was gold well spent. Maybe.
Out of character, I was going to brandish it at the doorman here at Lady Fiona's and intimidate him with it if he didn't let us in.
He's not a vampire, so I'm not sure he would have been bothered.
Yeah, but I got a +10 to intimidation
That is true. Okay. Let me
and plus
get.
2 circumstance bonus from my special garlic that cost a lot.
Let me
Looks
put
like we
you
have a special
guys
guest.
on this map here. Actually, let's preload that scene in case it stops at 98%. All right, we're good. Some of you guys over here.
Hello, Uni.
Look at Uni.
Chat.
Ooh,
At least
Uni's
watching.
not happy.
At least watching.
What is this I hear about children?
Children.
Renting
Oh.
children?
Children are
Ah,
required.
yes.
We're renting them.
Are mandatory, not required.
Children
Consider
are.
them.
Mandatorily
Oh, let me,
giving children.
Let me throw Uni on this map too. Then
Yay, Uni.
I'm gonna pause for a second because I'm missing something here. Let's go here. But yeah, you can see the map. It's a nice map, spacious, lots of room, lots of familiar faces are already in attendance.
Yeah. Twins and triplets.
Yeah, that's just we've been over this before. That's literally
Hey,
just random
yes, I know.
Henchmen 1 and 2
I'm messing with you
and 3 and 4.
There's Deneb.
because I can.
She got a new token.
And Granny Smith.
Granny Smith is there. I like her token too with the little mushrooms
Oh,
around it.
my favorite.
She's the alchemist. She needed a mushroom token. All right, where did I leave?
Who are the dapper gentlemen next to Fiona? I forgot, or maybe I haven't seen them.
You guys have seen them before at the end, though you've never met them.
Okay.
But
Were they the Vikings, and now you've got new tokens for them? 'Cause
no,
they look
no, the
Viking.
2 Viking guys are still there. In fact, they should be here somewhere, but I
Okay.
haven't dragged them on yet. No, those are, though you don't know this yet, I'll still just tell you, those are her 2 sons.
Okay.
And where did I leave this music at?
Viking sons? What?
No. The Viking guys are completely different people.
Oh, okay. If anything, we can give the children to the Vikings.
There you go. We're gonna put that on there. We're not gonna play it yet, but and let me drag the Vikings on too, because it's very important. They should be here somewhere anyway. Those are actually the 2 of the hunters in town.
Yeah, hunters. Thank you.
No, they're not from Barovia Village. They're from here. There's way too many NPCs in Valaki compared to like everywhere else. Like I've got, oh my god, what is his brother's name? I'm gonna pause this. You guys can move around for now while I try to find. There's his brother right there. Okay, let's put on something. I don't know, something relaxing. Do I have any evil carnival music? We do.
I was gonna say the birthday massacre. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Do you have a license for that, child?
I just argue with Twitch all the time, and I win.
Yeah, the rest of you guys are down here. But yeah, the festival appears to be going on. Baron Vargas is up here with his wife. Fiona will probably kind of part with you guys to go meet her sons up there. Father Lucian is here. A lot of people are around, kind of enjoying the festivities. Though you can tell, even without a roll, it's like a lot of kind of fake smiles. But people are going along with it because there actually are people in the stocks here that currently have on these like giant donkey-headed masks that have been put over their head in the stocks. So that's fun.
Dumb donkeys.
I love the silence that followed that. Well, guys, you make it funny. That's funny.
We don't kink shame her.
That is true.
there's various shops set up, people selling food, drinks. Erwin and Danica are also kind of, doing wine and whatnot from a little stall and kind of looking just a bit uneasy about the whole thing. Given that they're right in the middle of town and they've walked by several guards, none of whom have even kind of given them a second glance. Um, you know,
Eh?
The set here is very oppressive. Impressive.
Oppressive?
Well,
Very
I
impressive.
mean, yeah, like they've shown up, even though they are not having, and well, I guess respect. But we're supposed to liberate them, right?
yep, and
Hopefully.
people are slowly starting to kind of. It's not exact on the map, but these are kind of almost like bleachers seating, and people are kind of just going up to get ready to watch as you watch as kind of a line of guards come down the road carrying this giant like wicker ball. And it does have a few little like extra like little bits to it, almost kind of making it look like it has like sun rays coming off of it. Festival of the Blazing Sun. Um,
Jamboree of the Blazing Sun.
no, that was the Wolf Head Jamboree. This is the
Oh, I'm
Festival of the
sorry.
Blazing Sun.
I thought they're all just jamborees.
And yeah, they will deposit it here before kind of going back to their post.
So that's
Donovan,
not a
now that
stockade.
No, these are stocks here. And like I said, there are people
Oh.
in them with these giant like donkey-headed masks over their heads.
Okay. We said these up here were.
Oh no, they're basically bleachers.
Oh, okay.
Like bleacher seating. Five Lucian's up there sitting. Might even be talking to Fiona and her kids. Other people are, kind of getting drinks and socializing a little bit on this dreary morning. What about you all? What do you want to do?
Donovan is kind of just standing about where he is located now, and kind of just looking at the the thing that that the guards brought, kind of trying to see if he can determine if it is if it possibly has someone inside based on the size and all of that.
I mean, it is pretty big. You could probably fit a good 2 or 3 people inside of it potentially. Um, whether or not that's the case.
Right. Yeah, he'll start kind of looks through the options, and he'll kind of scoot further over this way since it's over here. That way it has a more direct line to it instead of trying from here.
Yeah, that's fine. And you can give me a private perception when you get up there if you want to try to get a better look. I think Tristan will
Yeah.
probably just go up to, he probably does look amused at this entire thing, but not for the reasons you're supposed to be amused.
Private perception.
I mean, you don't notice any movement or anything. You don't hear anything coming from it, which you expect you might if there were someone inside. Especially since, for the most part, even though the crowd is doing their best to pretend that they are cheerful and happy, they're still mostly just kind of speaking in these like low, almost whispered murmurs to each other. With the forced smiles on their face and this kind of stiff posture that indicates that, no one really wants to be here. But, you see the alternative when you see the people in the stocks over there.
Okay.
Cardama,
Yeah,
what
and
are...
you said
Oh, go ahead.
you said these were bleachers.
Yeah. On here, it's more like a
Okay.
little stage on the side. But yeah, people are basically up there. There's chairs,
Okay.
kind of
Yeah,
sitting
well,
down.
Yeah, he'll move up to the bleachers.
What about you, Cardum? I saw you creep around.
Then sneaking around in her normal way, and is gonna also go up and sit down in the bleachers as well.
All right. What about you, Dakota? What are you doing?
I'm checking out the Vikings.
All right. I was going to jokingly say you're flirting with the two Viking men, and then you said it for me
Yes,
anyway,
of
so I
course.
didn't even need to say it.
Yes.
All right,
Yep.
Uni, what are you
There you-
doing right now?
This is me you're talking about.
True.
Okay, so I am going to go up to the bleachers because that seems to be where everyone's getting a great eye view. Hello. Hello.
Yep.
How are you? My name is Yuni.
All
How are
right.
you?
What about you, Luthius?
Madam Deneb, I regret to inform you that I need a refund with the bare minimum and exchange on this defective garlic that you transacted with.
Oh, you didn't read the receipt, did you? No refunds. But
Was there a
I'll
receipt?
tell you what. I will give you 50% off your next purchase.
I'm going to intimidate her by taking one of the little cloves of garlic and breaking it
All right.
into just my fingers.
All right, go ahead. Target her and roll me an intimidation. She should be pretty easy to intimidate.
B.
Let's see what you got here. That is going to be a failure.
This garlic is not effective, and I give a side eye to Tristan, is not effective against vampires.
I wonder if she notices that. Let me have her roll a blind perception.
I'm saying it to her.
Oh, I know.
Catching the side eye on Tristan.
She
Oh, yeah.
says, "You do know he's not a vampire, right?"
Then explain all the trickery, the chicanery, the odd duck behavior.
She kind of like looks around as if she's gonna like hit you with some knowledge that might be forbidden, and she kind of leans in and whispers. She says, "He's a Vistani. They do that."
I'm disappointed to hear that. I don't accept it as rational, logical answer. However, I apologize for my gross intimidation, and I like pick up the crumbles of the garlic clove and put it away in a handkerchief. I bid you adieu, and I'll go join my companions up on the bleacher.
All right, so quick poll: who does think Tristan is a vampire?
No.
I think I may be the
Yeah,
only one.
beat them.
I'm gonna put his sheet in the party real quick, so you can click on the party sheet button.
Like what?
It says human, but any vampire would say they're a human.
All right, I'm gonna go one step further here,
Not vampire.
and I'm gonna
I've put
put something in Discord.
I've put a poll in the in on Twitch so you can vote.
Oh wait, did you really?
Shadow hunted.
I did.
Don't forget to vote in the poll. Don't subscribe. Wait, that's wrong thing. Is Tristan a
Number-
vampire? It's a tough call.
Okay. Yes, no, who's Tristan?
Right? Exactly.
That makes sense.
Ooh, it's tied between the three options so far.
Wait, where's it at?
It's in
in the
general on
Twitch.
Discord. Oh, the poll's in Twitch, yeah. But general Discord
Oh,
has
Twitch, okay.
the other thing.
Okay, here it is. Okay.
Don't forget to vote. It's very important. Is Tristan a vampire? I gotta vote in this poll
think it's
myself. That's what I'm going with. I'm skewering the results.
Hey, I could have allowed additional votes
Ugh.
for people to spend their points on.
That would have been skewering
It
even
is
further.
useless. How about that?
All right. So, yeah, people are starting to, go up to sit down. Some people seem, content to, kind of watch from a bit further back. As you know, Vargas is he kind of almost looks like he's a medieval entertainer guy trying to hype the crowd up, kind of walking back and forth on the stage and kind of pointing dramatically to this large um, wicker orb that he has there. And is starting to make kind of like a big deal about going down off the stage to get this torch from his wife, and she's probably actually more like over here, but he kind of raises it up over his head. You know, kind of expecting like thunderous applause or something else. But instead of applause, you know, it's kind of just half-hearted. Yay! Um, you know, you get the feeling you might be in for, you know, a bit of a thing here. In fact, we'll put him
People
here.
have a lot of practice.
Yep, and let me draw our fake little wicker thing. It's like right about here-ish. And so yeah, as he's kind of walking forward, the torch isn't lit yet, but kind of, you know, just brandishing it around, and everyone's kind of, um, you know, just staring, still fake smiles and everything else. You hear a sound coming from down this road, um, which up until now had been relatively clear, like you could see down it a fair distance, which kind of recently a thicker mist kind of rolled in. Um, but you hear the sound of hooves on the wet cobblestones, or at least still the kind of like slicked cobblestones from the storm the previous night.
More donkeys.
Jackasses. They're called jackasses. Listen to
And
me.
then you see a figure step out of the darkness. This attractive gentleman here.
Oh, hey. We recognize this fellow.
Look at that man right there.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that guy.
And yeah, he's kind of walking in a very unhurried manner. Um, but especially for you guys that have seen him before, you know, his presence is a bit, well, more than a bit. It's fairly unsettling. And those of you that had the distinct pleasure of meeting him before might recall that the closer he got to you, it kind of started out more like almost like the sounds of, you know, like waves kind of hitting against the shore. It was very faint at first, but with each step, it kind of grows in intensity in your head until you realize that it's not waves kind of crashing against the shore, but just thousands of people kind of screaming in unison. You know, as some dies off, other ones kind of chime in. And I need everyone to actually give me a willpower save.
Seen or unseen?
Oh, it doesn't matter. You'll instantly know if you fail, regardless.
Ooh.
I believe every save is always just public, right? In PF2e.
Yeah,
the-
usually, because like I said,
Roll
you know if you fail immediately. Uni, you unfortunately are kind of positively terrified of this man, and you're not someone who probably easily is afraid of anything or anyone outside of maybe children. But there's something about him that just immediately kind of makes you feel incredibly uncomfortable in a way that even being between a large group of children wouldn't quite reach the same level. And it's kind of the same with you, Dakota, and actually you too, Kardama. Just this overwhelming sense of dread um, kind of washes over you, even as he kind of slowly, um, you know, makes his way closer and closer. Eventually, kind of stopping here in the road, and he kind of, like if it's not obvious from his portrait, he actually is an elf. Um, very graceful in his movements. And he kind of takes like this, kind of gaze out over the crowd and those gathered. Particularly those that failed the save, that you can swear you see him kind of smiling at you like he knows. And finally, after kind of appraising the crowd, he speaks. Citizens of Valaki. And his voice is kind of, it's smooth, unhurried, and each syllable is kind of just feels like, a cut of the dagger against just the relative stillness. Because everyone in the crowd is basically kind of tensed up. You get the feeling that not everyone, in fact, most people have no idea who this is, but all of them seem to recognize. I don't want to say,
Yes.
I guess the importance of it, but
The
yeah,
authority, maybe.
yeah, the authority, the importance of what is going on. And he goes on to say, "You gather here today in the name of light, in defiance of shadow, in foolish hope that your feeble flames might banish the darkness that has watched over these lands since before your great great grandfathers had breath to cry." And he kind of steps forward again, um, still kind of looking around. He says, "But the night does not rage against the sun. No, it merely waits, patient and eternal, knowing that the light must always fade away. And so too does your master, your protector, your Lord Eternal." And it's at this point his lips kind of curl into something that can best be described as a smile, but it's kind of anything but an actual smile. And he kind of continues. He says, "And he comes, not as a conqueror, no. There is nothing left to conquer, but as a host, gracious and kind. He comes not in anger, but in understanding. He comes because it is time you remember who you belong to." And he kind of lifts his hand up over his shoulder, and you hear the sound of hooves on the kind of cobblestones again. And then you see a rider atop a horse kind of begin to come down the road. And he stops about there. And who's Tristan one? We did it, boys. Comes to a stop. And, he's kind of dressed very much like his little portrait here. He's got on this lovely red cape. He has a very refined, dignified look, at least to his clothing. And it's kind of his turn now to look over the crowd. And Rahadin kind of turns and gives him, like, this deep bow, and then goes on to add, "And you," and he turns back to look at everyone kind of gathered who are still mostly frozen. He says, "Kneel, for Count Strahd von Zarovich honors you with his presence." What do you do?
Uni wants to clap, but you said she's terrified of that other guy, so like she's she wants to be like, and then bows.
All right, so Uni's gonna bow. What about the rest of you? What are you doing, Luthius, there on the end?
He will very nervously bow, and he for a second he thinks he should reach for his garlic, but then he thinks better of it, and he'll just kneel down in feigned reverence.
All right, Donovan.
Uh, Donovan's dealt with this guy before, and he's heard of the stuff, so he he'll kneel as well, is in feigned reverence.
Okay. Kardama.
Kardama will take note of what her companions are doing and do a small bow of respect. But
Tristan does the same. What about Dakota down there? Dakota, you definitely are alerted to what's happened. You're kind of horrified. In fact, you're probably hiding behind the two Viking guys down there.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. I am hiding behind the two large
Pectorals.
gentlemen in
Glutes.
front of me.
And yeah, most of the other town folk, even Father Lucian, who's kind of still, well, not just still, but is basically avoiding eye contact. Kind of like kneels and offers a bow. Fiona, her two kids. Most of the town folk, kind of seeing people start to do it. You can see kind of recognition beginning to set in as they all do the same thing. The only exception to that is Vargas, um, who is kind of just like trembling wide-eyed in place. Does not seem to know how to deal with this, especially since, I mean, it seems obvious that he was certain that his all will be well thing was helping, but now, it's obvious he's kind of been stripped of his delusions and just has this complete horrified look on his face. His wife Lydia is probably actually hiding behind the stage, but will bow. And Strahd will kind of atop the nightmare that he's riding, who looks pretty cool too. Look at this guy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You say, show us your powers, Dark Lord.
Oh, it didn't load on the stream cam. Why?
Aww.
No, it didn't load a second time. Just know that it looks cool.
That's rude. It looks very cool.
Just know that it looks cool.
fair.
And he will kind of gesture to the crowd, but it's a very like lazy kind of gesture. And even the tone that he kind of speaks in just kind of leads you to believe that this entire thing is kind of being viewed, at least by him, as more of a minor inconvenience than anything serious. And he says, "While your little games have amused me, Burgomaster." And his voice is, it's kind of what you would expect. Smooth, and it is. There's almost a gentleness to it. He says, but will continue to. But when a man wastes what is rightfully his master's, he ceases to have any worth. And he kind of turns his head to Rahadin and just gives him a nod.
Oh.
And Rahadin, it happens incredibly fast. It's almost in like, if you blinked, you probably missed it. Rahadin, who was probably, like a good 5-10 feet away, is immediately at Vargas, blade kind of coming out of the sheath in his coat, and he pretty much just kind of chops him down, like right there. The only thing you kind of hear is, the kind of wet sound of like steel slicing through flesh, a bit of a choking gasp for like a fraction of a second, and then the sound of him kind of crumpling in place beside the stage.
Donovan kind of winces.
He's like, well, that takes care of that. He's so efficient.
And then for a moment, there is silence. Almost kind of like as almost everyone in the crowd is kind of just holding their breath to see what he might say next. But then you hear a loud crashing sound. Your immediate thought is thunder. But you realize that it's not coming from the sky, but rather from kind of the earth itself. And there's this kind of low, ominous kind of vibration that actually rattles through the little area you're in, almost kind of like a little mini earthquake. Kind of the lanterns, not that they're really needed at this time of day, but the ones that were lit, bonfires and everything else, you kind of watch as all of these light sources begin to snuff out. And the guards, who are already kind of freaked out, that you see kind of positioned around the square, are kind of, clutching their weapons, with the, like a standard, like white knuckled grip because they're squeezing so hard. But then you see someone emerge from the mists, assuming you're looking around. If not, you'll probably hear screams and be alerted to it soon enough anyway. And let's see if this one will work. That one worked.
Cool.
Oh, that's lovely.
And a figure emerges from the mist. Clad in kind of this ancient, blackened, brownish armor. He kind of just moves with slow, deliberate steps. Kind of right past people. Up to maybe about here. With each step, kind of the air around him kind of just crackles with this faint green glow of kind of necrotic energy that's kind of just even swirling in his wake as he moves. Hood, you can't see any face beneath it, but you do occasionally see two spots that kind of flare up, about where eyes would be. And kind of he takes this great sword that he's wielding in hand, and he kind of raises it up high over its head. And when he talks, it's less like you or I talk, but more just sounds like kind of just a low rumbling from everywhere. And he will kind of, looking across the way to Strahd and Rahadin, he will speak, and he says, "You sit upon a stolen throne, Strahd von Zarovich, and yet you revel in judgment as though you are not the most wicked thing amongst them." And you can see that, like, for a brief second, Strahd kind of seems surprised. He suppresses it fairly quickly, but then you kind of just see this slow, like, creeping smile begin to spread over his face. And you realize that while he was initially surprised, he actually seems fairly amused by the whole thing. And he says, "Well, this is an unexpected delight. Just as this gentleman here slams his sword down into the ground, and the earth kind of all along the street begins to rupture.
Oh,
And you see the first of many skeletal hands beginning to claw themselves free from the ground. What do you do?
So who's summoning the skeletons? The knight or Strahd?
No, this guy, Strahd's just watching with the biggest grin you've ever seen.
Donovan's kind of looking to anyone else for any sign of, like, if they recognize who this is supposed to be.
should we roll a perception for that? I mean, he did
I
say
mean,
the hood is covering.
yeah,
the
you
face.
you have no idea who's under there. The
Yeah.
voice, you know.
Can I speak up and tell this stranger to spare the lives of the villagers and let them leave? And I'll use diplomacy and not intimidation with my garlic.
All right, go ahead and target him and give me a diplomacy check. Big money. Oh, I thought it almost landed on the one.
Nat question mark.
So he doesn't immediately respond. But the people, unlike you, have kind of taken it, upon themselves to be like, "Bye, Felicia," and are starting to, kind of clear out. Even this lady, who kind of runs screaming by him, though he doesn't make any real motion to attack her. And we're gonna pop all.
Hunters left me.
Bro, they ain't staying there. They ain't crazy.
Lovely.
Vikings.
What do you think this is? Yeah, let's get all of our little undead minions out.
Uh. So you need full help? Can I have my full help?
You're late and you didn't sing, so you don't get full health. That's the rule.
Yeah, you'd be at full health.
Yeah, you would.
Okay, fine.
You rested during the night.
What do I sing? Well, oh my! I missed you singing. Damn it!
No one's. Everyone else who was here on time, so you would be the only one that sings.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, fine,
Yes.
fine. Okay. I love that we're doing this before battle.
Yeah.
Let me think. It's been a while. Okay. Actually, I tried singing like a prayer earlier. Just give it away.
Let's put some of these guys in the.
All right. We're gonna do some little show tunesy. Bring on that pecan pie. Pour some sugar on the sugar. Don't be shy. Scoop me up a mess of that chocolate swirl. Don't be stingy. I'm a growing girl.
There you go.
Applause.
Indeed.
Hairspray. You gotta watch it. You gotta love it.
Yeah, Rodden and Strahd are just kind of watching the chaos unfold. Rodden just completely neutral face, whereas Strahd looks fairly amused by everything that's happening. Poor Dakota did not pick the best place to be standing.
No, I did not. Well, I thought I'd be protected.
We'll spread our guys out there. Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Oh shit.
Let's put on something more.
Battle worthy.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Let's
Oh, wait.
get
Oh.
dangerous.
Okay, I accidentally rolled the wrong thing. My bad.
Oh, come on.
If it'll load, we'll see.
So close to 20.
Okay, so did it do my initiative or?
Yes, it did.
Oh, okay, because I accidentally pushed perception. That's why I was just like.
You did initiative perception, which was correct.
Oh, damn. Someone rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you guys. It was an NPC.
Oh.
Oh, my God. Look at all these dice. Oh, my God. There's more.
Whoop.
Why is there so much?
All right.
We ain't paying people.
All right. So. Oh, did I not roll for somebody? There we go. Luthias. You are up. What do you do?
I want to
Actually, what's
come
that?
down.
Run away.
No, I want to come down off of the bleachers.
Okay.
And I want to cast a divine lance, which has a range of 90 feet because I have reach spell,
Okay.
and just cast it on this like one of his
Alright.
first logouts.
Alright.
Target him.
Target him and roll me a cast. As the undead fill the streets. That is going to critically hit that poor bone man.
I need to double that, but yeah, there you go.
I will double it for you. And he pretty much disintegrates on the spot.
And that's it for me.
All right. Well, his turn was next. Thanks a lot. Poor guy.
Thank you.
He didn't even get a chance to
appreciate that.
live.
Oh no, Tor, how horrible.
You know,
I
we'll
like
put,
how Matthias is hiding behind the herbalist.
we'll actually put Nyx in the party too, because he's going to. Fortunately, that is his whole turn. Oh man, this attractive gentleman down here is up. Double check his movement. Yeah, he can move pretty good. Does take him 2 movements to get to you, Dakota. But he will slash at you with his great axe, kind of raising it up over his head in an almost comical fashion, despite the fact
Protect
that
the
he is a undeadite, and will bring it down on you.
Howie.
And you will take 12 points of damage.
Howie.
That's
Yeah,
him.
don't mess with the hat.
This poor lady is unfortunately, I think it's going to take her almost both of her turns to get there. She's not very fast. Oh no, she can get there! And she is going to try to bite you.
Christ. Oh no.
And she, I don't know, what's your AC? Nope, she will miss you. And she is
Yay.
slowed, so she only gets 1 go.
Don't make 20 more.
I mean, this guy's going to take him multiple turns. That's like all 3 of his to get up there.
Oh, now I'm surrounded.
Well, I mean, you have Nyx on that
Alright.
side. Though she's going to get attacked as well, as these skeletons are kind of, they're mad. Those little, dang, I should have put the Army of Darkness music on here, but then we'd get the video,
So funny.
will hit. And Tristan will take damage. Uni, you are up.
Why are you attacking us? Go after the vampire, dude. We're just innocent
I
bystanders.
just did attack first. Well, let's see. Ahem. Oh my. Let's see. Yeah, you're very surrounded. It's an action to leap off of the bleachers, isn't it?
It'll be an action to move off. Yeah.
Okay, so an action to jump off the bleachers and then move up to closer to Dakota. That would be 2 actions, correct?
Just 1 actually. You can just move right off.
Okay.
You're not that high off the ground. You know, they're not like huge bleachers.
Okay. Sure. Okay. So, I do just that. I jump down and runs are ready and where's my health? And immediately I try to stab it.
All right, target it and roll me an attack.
Sheep. Right. One for the wait. Where's my sheet? Where's my sheet? Let's see. There we go. All right. There. Oh, thank God.
And that'll hit. Roll me some damage. Oh dang, big damage. Still up, but you get a nice hit into him.
All right. So those 2. All right. So I attack again.
All right.
Shit.
That one will miss. And we will
Uh,
go to Kardama.
Save me.
Kardama, you may be muted if you're talking.
Oh, sorry, my bad. If I move between the two creatures, am I flanking both?
You are flanking no one if you move right there. You need someone directly across from you to flank. You can flank there with Dakota, or you can flank there with Nyx.
Okay, I will flank here.
All right.
And we are going to attack.
And that'll hit. And you even get your sneak attack. He's still up, but you got a nice little hit on him. One action left.
Can I use my mark? No, I won't use that yet. I'm gonna try hitting him again.
All right. Use your map 4, and you are good to go. Will miss. You do still have a hero point, but I don't know. You probably want to save it.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it.
All right. So that is your turn. We'll go to the poor alchemist that Luthias is hiding behind. And she reaches into her bag and pulls out a pumpkin. And then is going to proceed to throw said pumpkin in that direction.
Pumpkin bomb?
To the left?
Yep, she throws it to the left. And the pumpkin kind of rises up, and that is her turn.
Oh, she summoned a pumpkin. Cool.
I don't think he can get up there, but he's going to try. Oh, no, he can get there. Actually, he can move 50. Yeah. Poor Dakota.
Yep.
Oh, decisions were made. Well, he got a nat 1, though, so it doesn't matter too much.
Okay, that works for me.
And that is his entire turn. That skeleton down there is currently brawling with the guards. Or at least just kind of slashing his way through their backside. Dakota! You are up.
Okay, so I have to have distance to shoot.
I mean, if you try to shoot right there and any of them have attacks of opportunity, they would get to beat the crap out of you for it. Also, I think you also would get a penalty, I think, for shooting point blank, maybe, but I'm not positive. Actually, it's not a volley, so I think you should be okay shooting. I mean, you could just run away, too. Like, that's a valid option. You have 3 actions.
Well, yeah, but they'll get an attack of opportunity.
Well, that's if they have one. Remember, this isn't 5e. Not everyone has one.
All right.
In fact, way more creatures don't have one than creatures that do. So, I would say you could recall knowledge for it, but there's so many different types that would be a lost cause. So it's up to you. I mean,
Yeah. But to accurately shoot, I need distance, right?
I'm actually not sure. I don't think you do. I In fact, I think you would only take an attack of opportunity if you did a reload. But I think an attack, you could definitely try it up close. I don't think there's a... Because usually it would be called volley if there's something too close, on bows at least. So I assume you're probably fine to shoot. No, you can definitely shoot up close. Because drifters shoot their pistol point blank all the time. So... Actually, we're going to have an ad in a minute here anyway. So what we're going to do is... While Dakota figures out what she's going to do, we're going to run this ad real quick so that we then don't have pre-rolls again. And we'll be back in like 3 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
If you need a drink, go get a drink. Of anything.
Cuban.
I'm going to send a couple of you a message on Discord. And you can just respond to said message on Discord. That'd be great. And send this one. Good time for it. And the second one. Damn you, ad breaks.
Right.
Like right in the middle of combat, and I could have blown like all of the snoozes, but I still think we would still be in combat anyway. So I was like, let's just run it real quick so we don't have to worry about it.
Makes sense.
Did you see Denib's pumpkin, man?
Me or?
Yeah, you. I remember you mentioned it
Yeah.
last time.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yes, I did see that, and yes, I am very much aware of the joke of the origins regarding that. That's why I made the joke.
Yep. She threw her pumpkin dude out there.
Now, is she gonna go make us farm for dragons?
I mean, it's possible. I don't know if there's that many dragons in Barovia.
Well, that's why I'm curious why she's here.
I think I just like cameos.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, it was just an NPC that kind of shared a pun on the name for the shop, but I was like, you know, I'm just going to lean fully into it.
Yeah. I can appreciate that.
All right, we're back in like 30 seconds. Wait for Luthius to be back too. Drink some water. That was a lot of villain monologuing there. All right, looks like ads are basically done. Luthius, are you back? All right, he's not back, but it's not his turn. Dakota, are you back?
And did you say
Yes,
respond in Discord?
Yep, respond to the message if you got a message from me.
Okay.
Of which 2 people should have gotten messages.
So I will do a point blank
Okay. Target who you want to shoot and
shot
blast.
at the.
All right, blast him.
Yeah, that's already heard.
All right, blast him. This is some big dice rolls here.
Nope.
Now that'll hit.
Oh well.
I mean, you have a plus 13 to hit. Rolling an 8 means you still got a
Oh,
21.
that's true. Okay.
Or gunslinger, hitting
just try to
stuff.
damage
Hitting
me.
stuff for you and fighters, that's like what you guys do. All right,
Yeah.
roll some damage. Oh shit, not bad. Take some damage, blast him. All right, he's still up, but he's only half the man he used to be.
Okay, so we are doing reloads now.
We are, because I actually applied The I applied the new gunslinger template to your thing, so that's why you're getting that bonus D4. So,
Okay.
yeah, gunslinger's actually pretty good after the remaster stuff. Guns definitely needed a little something, but you could definitely reload and shoot again. You do have 3 actions.
Okay, do I have to click a button for reload?
No. It's still, I haven't put it back on your gun, but we just say it takes an action and you can just shoot
Oh, okay.
again.
Okay, which is the map?
Yep, it'll be the second
fine,
one.
right?
Oh shit, you still critically hit.
Ooh,
Jesus Christ. Alright, go ahead.
crikey.
Roll that crit button.
Oh, I just kicked me out.
And you just got kicked out.
I didn't like my 20.
Alright, well, give her a second to get back. Luke, are you back?
Yep, I'm back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Alright, Luke, check your Discord
You
messages.
check your Discord.
Oh, okay. Alright, let me,
I am doing critical damage, right?
yeah, hit the crit button. And Luke, check your focus spells. Damn, damage. I mean, he goes down. He died so hard it popped up dead twice.
Awesome.
I don't know why it popped up dead twice, but it did. Alright, that is Dakota's turn. This poor lady is going to run up and jump on one of the back of one of the guards and just start gnawing into his neck and shoulder. That poor guard. I'm going to run up, swing his little sword. And I think that misses you. He's dumb, though. He's going to try it twice. And he's going to miss twice. Donovan, you are up.
Okay, let's see. Sorry, I'm just considering the options.
So, he came after Strahd, but he's
I
not
mean-
attacking Strahd.
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of people between.
Oh, yeah, we're in the way.
That
I
is
see, of
true.
course.
And you're all armed, so you do notice the poor helpless townspeople that ran by weren't brutally murdered.
Yeah,
I mean, they're all kind of trapped in the square, given that, you know, this giant legion of undead just walked down over there. There's one that came up over here. There's another one that came up down here. You know.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just checking my spacing to see where I can get. Okay, so gonna move over here. And then he will make sure to target this guy. That took 2 things of movement, so last one's gonna be swinging his sword. Hoping for no natural ones.
Nope. I think that's going to be a crit, yeah.
Alright.
very nice. Thank you.
I always appreciate a good crit.
Stop beating up my poor helpless undead minions.
No, keep doing it, please.
And good damage. I think he's no, he's dead as fuck. All right, so it's another one down. Donovan got to the front. We'll go to this poor lady here. The best she can honestly do is get up here. She can't really attack. Damn zombie slow.
Right.
And the last one will... Actually, I don't even think he needs to move. I think you're in range. Oh yeah, everyone's in range of his little short bow. He yells out, if you've ever played EverQuest, he says that pile of bones was my friend and shoots at you, Donovan. And is going to critically hit you back.
Oof.
For 10 points of damage. I mean, he's going to try it a second time. I don't have much hope for him. Nah, he got a nat one the second time. He's actually going to move here to get a little bit of coverage back there. And we'll go to Luthias.
Dakota, try to duck.
Try to duck.
You see Luthias
You're
begin.
my head.
He rolls up his
You're gonna
sleeves,
be in trouble.
and he has this like shaky, pale visage as he casts a spell. We'll center it on this, actually, the corpse to Dakota's southeast.
All right.
Fireball.
If only. Uh-oh.
Oh.
We're gonna get some friendly fire here.
What the fuck?
Is that where you want it?
Yeah, on the bottom right of Dakota.
Okay. So,
I said that she should duck though, so she gets a plus like 18 to her reflex save.
all right, Dakota and
Sure.
Nyx and all of the enemies there are gonna make reflex saves. So you can just hit that little reflex button. Let's see. Well, she fucking critically failed.
Yeah, I made it.
She failed. And we have one success from this gentleman here. So we'll do half damage to him. He's still dead. This lady here was also going to critically fail. And that lady there is also going to critically fail. Pretty sure they're dead as fuck, those two. Nyx will roll as well. And Nyx succeeds. Alright, so yeah, Luthias. If you want to narrate how it works, Luthias, you can. It's kind of written in the spell description.
Yeah. So I have this innate sense of necrotic energy that moves through me, and I can convert it into divine power. And basically, I charge up the energy in one of these creatures to cause the corpse to explode outward, and does spirit damage instead of like physical flesh damage. But yeah, that's basically what's happening.
Yeah, that one's dead. I think this guy's dead too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she's dead. And though he also critically failed. He's still up, and he's still up.
All right. And with my last action, I will level my hand crossbow at the one at to Dakota's top right, and I'll fire my crossbow.
All right. I mean, it might work.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe, baby.
I think you targeted yourself with that.
Oh, sorry. It's
But
a 16.
yeah, no, it still misses. But
All right.
I saw the miss pop up, and I'm like, all right.
Ah, shot myself in the foot. That's it for me.
All right. So then he's dead. Tristan will do vampire things that vampires do.
Sit there and look pretty.
Yeah, more or less.
Did you just sputticle? Did you just sputticle?
He's glowing. And she'll attack
Definitely not a vampire.
stuff. And will miss.
Oh my.
She'll attack a second time. And will miss again. Dang, we're on a roll right now. And Tristan will use his
Hey,
last
Nick.
action as part of Act Together to sigh dramatically. That's what he does. He's very dramatic. I might need to change his class to something faster. Like it fit his whole story really well for what he was, but like you actually have to do things as a summoner. And Dakota, you're gonna get hit with the axe again. I think Donovan's probably gonna give you some reaction goodness, I assume.
Please do.
Let me see. Can I do it since I'm not?
Oh, do you have to be next to her?
Enemy damages your ally, and you are both are in the champion's aura. Okay, so nope, I can do this.
Yeah. Because I think you won't be able to make the attack,
yeah.
but yeah, you can definitely. So it reduces it by 5, 6. So Dakota, you will take 1 point of damage,
Okay, that's good.
and you now have champion's resistance on you for this turn because he's gonna try to hit you again. Probably fail because
Critical miss.
he's not built for
Ow.
this. And he'll throw one more out there. It'll miss. All right, that guy's dead. Dead. Uni.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say dead again when you got to uni.
The dead skeleton will take persistent damage even though he's dead.
Matthias, for that, I will come back and I will haunt your ass as a vampire. All right. Okay. What is in front of me? Okay. All right. I want to help. I want to help. Dakota, you should not be facing pain like this.
Save my hat.
All right. Okay. Let's see. I think I might be able to. Okay. Wait. Nope. Too close. Nope. Too close. Everything's too close. Why are you all so close? Why?
Just have Dakota duck. That's what I did.
Okay. Oh, okay. Dakota, I am going to do a little something for you, okay? I usually say this for me, but I'm going to save it for you because you seem to be a little bit hurt, okay? So I guess sanctuary. I guess.
All right.
Dakota.
Dakota now has Sanctuary until she attacks. Or a minute goes by. All right, you still have 1 action left, Uni.
I do, but it would just be to move up to this guy. So, well, I think last one. Hold on. Braining moment. Having big brain moment. I cast shield on myself.
All right, so cast shield on yourself. And we'll go to Kardama.
Okay. I'm going to move here and target this guy.
All right, we're getting some flanking in here.
Yup. We are going to strike.
And that's going to critically hit. So I think that guy's probably dead unless something horrific happens. Oh, God.
Definitely done.
Yeah, he died. Again. For the second time. So I have 1 action left.
If I shot my bow, I'd have to draw it, so that would count as 2 actions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am just.
You
going
could
to-
throw your knife at Dakota. if you wanted to.
You could.
If I threw
Right up
my
my
knife
alley.
at the skeleton, would I have to take an action next turn to pick it up?
Yeah, you would.
So I think what I'm going to do is he's already doing okay. Is bad guy in combat with us right now or no?
He's just kind of watching.
Okay. So instead, I am.
He's a dirty boy. He likes to
Is this
watch.
the last one we have right here?
Well, I mean, it's the last one of that group.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to move closer to here, and I'll call that.
All right.
Not really, that good.
The pumpkin is going to pull its head off and throw it at these guys.
Bushy.
And that's just kind of happening in the background. I'm not going to roll for anything there. It's for dramatic effect. If you know, you know.
You know?
So at this point, these guards down here have basically been murdered and are pretty much dead. So let's give them the dead status. And this guy is going to spend 2 actions coming around here. And is going to take some swipes at Donovan. Or at least a swipe. And it's not going to do any good. Dakota, you are up.
Okay, so this guy. Wait, do I have to reload, shoot, then reload again?
Correct. You shot
Okay.
twice last
Well,
turn, you
reload.
reloaded once, you reload again. You have 2 actions
Yes.
left.
Okay, shoot.
Alright, target who you want to shoot and give him the shoot. Give him the shooty end. And I think that's going to hit. Not a crit, but it does hit.
I'll take it.
Roll me some damage. Who knew you guys were so deadly? Still up.
We had to make
Okay,
up for
and I
last week.
reload.
Apparently, you guys have been rolling like on point so far. Alright, so you reload with the last turn. And we'll go to this poor lady here. Who's gonna run up. And for dramatic effect, I'm going to allow him to grab her and throw her ass over here. Which is still just her movement. But, just for some narration.
I'll
Oh
first.
my.
She tries to get in flanking. Donovan, you are up.
Who to hit first?
Oh, it should be noted, too, that these guys are probably, like, up here now. Having kind of ripped through.
Yeah. Actually, let's check something. Oh, okay. So Donovan will kind of see the guards below having been, taken out, and kind of takes a deep breath, and then he will kind of focus and cast.
Alright, so I haven't put in the macro yet for that to put down automatically, but I mean, you can just kind of put it with a box.
Yeah, let me draw a box. No. No, not draw. Which one's draw?
Should be the little pencil, and then the square could work.
I don't know if I have a pencil.
Oh, can you guys not draw on the map? I assume you probably want like 30 feet. I assume probably like this maybe.
Yeah. Oh, wait, one more.
I
Yeah,
don't
pretty much like that.
I don't know if that's 30 feet or a little more, a little less, but it's close.
Yeah, so I mean, that is 30 feet, so that would be like where, but yeah, basically, uh, somewhere across, this area.
Okay. Yeah,
But
because the
yeah,
tent's here,
so
but yeah, it'll fit in the other spot. So
fair.
I need
But
to
yeah,
change
so
the
he just
icon
kind
on
of
that too.
yeah, so he kind of focuses and kind of extends his hand, like unsure if this is gonna work, and then you guys can see a rampart wall just kind of come up out of the ground, um, and yeah, it just like looks like there's just like ghostly hands, just kind of sticking out of this like almost translucent wall that's like just fills up the area and is about 10 feet high, kind of blocking the big horde from coming at us. But he also like that seems like that took everything out of him for this round, so he's like ugh. And um let's see. Okay, striking a creature that ends to their turn. So, yeah. So nothing happens as of yet. Um, but yeah, that was his turn.
All right. Got some zombies dead. Do 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 do. Well, he's still in range over here. Actually, he might be out of range. He's gonna try though. He's just a skeleton man. He's gonna fire off some little arrows. Yeah, my rolls are the ones that are bad right now. Jeez, I'm rolling single digits below like 6 every single time.
Rough rolls from last week, apparently.
Yeah, last week I kept critting all over the place. All right, Luthius. Only a couple deadites left. There's a screaming wall of ghostly apparitions over there. I guess that's redundant, ghostly and apparition, but
I'm going to cast Cantrip of Divine Lance at that bigger guy right next to Dakota.
all right, yeah. That is going to be a critical hit. Stop beating up my poor minions. They're friendly.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
They're friendly.
Stop
Alright,
attacking us.
they're
Look,
not.
they said banana, okay? They have to die.
You attacked them for... No, you didn't, but... Still up, barely.
Did you do double of that?
Oh, right. No, he's dead.
Yes.
And move over here. Get a little closer, everybody. Hang out with this zombie lady.
Man down, pimp in distress. Skeleton in distress. Or wait, he was a drugger. Alright, close enough. Alright.
I'm in the stress.
You haven't seen... Nah, you probably haven't. I don't think you're old enough.
Probably haven't.
Man down, pimp in distress. If you know, you know. Tristan will do something. Which is probably just have Nyx bop this thing. She's looking at her weapon and confused why she hasn't destroyed everything in front of her like she usually does. There it is.
Critical, yeah.
And max damage when at that. That poor lady got overkilled so hard. It was sad. I think she only has like 16 hit points. And with weakness and everything else, she got hit for like almost 3 times that. That's fuck. You guys are mean.
We're just adventure bullies.
She'll move there, and I
Yeah,
think... And then Tristan will sit back down on the bench to watch with his last action.
Very typical of Tristan.
Look, there's advantages to being a summoner. You can waste actions all over the place and still get 3 actions.
Noted.
Oh yeah, you're playing one in Friday now. All right, Uni. This is it. This is your time. Everyone else has crit and destroyed something. What do you do? Do you want to attack Luthius while he's distracted in hopes of getting a crit?
Can I
Absolutely.
run the Strahd?
Possibly.
Give him a kiss.
I
I'm
mean,
thinking about the draft. That's a great idea.
Oh
What is
god.
that? What is that right there? Is that a bone lord? What is that?
there's a skeleton guy there with his little scimitar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh my. Why is? I think I need to refresh the other one. Maybe next ad break. It's not. Half the time it's not loading the art. Maybe it's because this map is huge.
Yeah, on my
Maybe.
screen I'm not seeing any of the skeletons up on top.
Oh yeah, same. I wonder why.
Yeah.
They.
Yeah, I mean, it's lagged a bit for me too. I think it's
I
just
think it's the
too
map.
many
Yeah.
people. Yeah,
Yeah. It's
big
why.
map, too many people.
It's why I usually don't like. I always tell you there's people there, but it's why I usually don't like fill up the church entirely with people
Oh,
because
valid.
this is what happens. But yeah, there's still this guy here. This guy here has just been kind of watching after he slammed his sword into the ground. This wall, this ghostly rampart there. You know, you gonna move over here?
Divine Lance.
All right. Target who you want a divine lance and give me an attack roll. Let's do this.
Oh shit. Whoopsie. I rolled. Anyway. Okay. All right. Attack. Attack.
And that is going to hit.
Hell yes. Roll damage, bitch.
There you go. Roll some damage. And he will take some damage and dies.
Dies.
You do not mess with my baby's love.
It's probably about this time that I assume these guards over here are probably dead.
That's a shame.
Probably leaving a lone pumpkin to defend valiantly. Oh dang, we hit 60 followers. Go team. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you guys. And whoever was the 60th subscriber. Alright, so Kardama, what is your plan?
Are all of the enemies... Do we have any enemies over on our side anymore?
I mean, there's at least one enemy over here.
This is true.
Though whether or not
I-
you're feeling that brave. No, it's kind of up to you.
Guys, are we wanting to take on this guy?
I think we should.
There's one little ad down about 30 feet from Nyx to the south, and then there's the big globs of creeps that are coming, just held at bay right now by the wall of Donovan's.
Right. Yeah, they're held at bay, so to get over to them, I would probably have to cross over the wall.
And I don't know if you want to, unless you have AoE or something, it might be unwise to do that.
Right. So...
Yeah, it should be noted too that even though this looks like a swarm icon, it's actually not a swarm normally. It's basically just a shitload of skeletons that are marching basically, you know, rank and file.
Yeah.
Like an actual, you know, guard platoon or army unit might. As opposed to these other randos who just kind of, you know, ran in and died like morons.
Whose fault was that?
Ballsy cheats.
They're mindless undead. They act mindless. Like they did exactly what they're supposed to do.
If I moved here, do I have line of sight to hit the one that's down here?
From here?
From here, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You could move there, drop your dagger, pull out your short bow, and still have one action left.
And move?
Yeah, because you'd move there, that'd be one action. Dropping your dagger is a free action. Pulling out your short bow is an action, and then shooting it is your last action.
Yeah, that's what we'll do then.
I mean, just remember to pick up your dagger later.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you move up, find a little gap in the ghostly ramparts there.
So drop the dagger.
Yeah, you don't actually have to drop it from your sheet.
Oh, okay.
It's just
Okay, okay.
for practical purposes. I assume at the end of this you're gonna pick it back up. So
Yes. Strike.
and that's still gonna damn barely hit, but it hit.
Okay.
Big damage. Big damage.
Right.
Kind of just the arrow kind of just notches itself between some ribs, but it doesn't really seem too phased by it.
Yeah. One hit.
All right, so that is Kardama. Oh wow, she doesn't have any spells in her sheet, so that's just RP fighting on the side. He's dead. Can't believe you guys did that. Dakota! What do you do, Dakota?
So this guy's not. He's just watching still.
Yep, he likes to watch. He's a dirty boy.
Oh my. You know,
Oh,
DM, you're gonna have to put in a Ada fee one of these days.
I'm about to put in a what?
Ada.
Oh.
It'll never die! Along with Polka! It will never die.
mm.
We'll see.
Ew,
All right,
Oh no.
don't ever do that again.
sorry.
I do not know any of these
I'm
references.
sorry.
That's one action to say that. You have 2 actions remaining.
Oh God.
No, I'm just kidding. You still have your actions. I think your gun is reloaded right now too, since I think you spent last action reload, shoot, reload.
Yes, I did.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to shoot Kardama?
I'm not sure if I want to shoot anyone.
I mean, that's a valid option. I mean, you could definitely try to get line of sight and maybe bop this guy down here.
Yeah. I'll do
Like
that.
this fountain here, the lip of the fountain where the water
Lower.
is maybe about like a foot and a half off the
Waist
ground.
height, maybe.
Not even that tall. Like
Thigh?
maybe 2 feet tall. Yeah, it might hit you like mid thigh or so.
So very easy to shoot over.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's. I mean, you could definitely take cover behind it with a take cover action, but it's not providing much otherwise. So
Okay. Well, I'll shoot this person.
all right, target him and give me a shot. He's probably gonna die because he is a low level creature with a low AC and not very much health. And that's he's pretty much dead. I don't think you can, even if you roll minimum damage, I still think he's gonna die. But let's roll it. Hit that crit button. And yeah, no, you killed him 4 times over with 1 point of extra damage.
Damn.
And he will die. You have 1 action left. You moved, you shot. You could reload.
I will reload.
All right.
Reload and take cover.
I mean, you can just reload. You only have 1 action left. But yeah, so that's you. We'll go to Donovan.
Not that there's anything to take cover from. I think.
What do you want to do, Donovan? I assume you want to use an action probably to sustain your wall. Or did I give it? I made the spell. Oh wait, no, that one just has a minute duration. You're good.
Yeah. I was gonna say I was just looking over. I was like, I don't think it said.
Yeah, I made
sustain, so-
that spell like days ago.
Okay, so let's see. So
Keep in mind, I'm you and Luthias. The spells might get slight changes, considering they're almost entirely made up.
These are extremely play tested and balanced. They're fine.
I mean, that's what we're doing right now is playtesting. Actually, Donovan's wall is a slight variation on an existing wall spell, and your corpse explosion is basically from the Necromancer playtest. Only you have to detonate a thrall.
Yeah, looks like he's using all 3 actions to get up there to help fight the horde.
All right. So that at the top of the round, we're gonna have a little something happen here. That is a pretty good spell. Yeah, I think he's probably just gonna do that. So, at the top of the round, the overcast sky begins to darken a little further, and you hear and
Somebody say his name.
let me see.
Nothing happened.
And what is he rolling against? Oh shit, that's a critical fail.
That's a lot of dice.
There's a lot of dice.
That's a fuck.
And
That's a
a
lot of-
bolt of lightning comes down and hits this skeletal infantry here, which kind of blasts probably at least half of them being launched in various directions. Actually, it's even going to take more than that. That didn't even apply weakness that it has. Give me 1 second here. Okay, that offsets that. Doesn't offset that. It actually takes another. Yeah, beyond bloodied. But still up. And big money. Okay, that's another crit fail. This one fared a little better.
A little.
Is this like a summon lightning?
Yeah, there
It's
are
like
bolts
lightning
of
bolt.
lightning coming down from the sky. This guy's gonna get a non-crit fail. I can feel it. Holy fuck, he rolled worse than the other two. Dude, I cannot, like, I rolled a 7, an 8, and the first guy rolled a 10.
Jeez.
And yeah, he's okay though. He didn't take as much either. He's mostly okay. Math. Math is hard. Oh, 69, nice. Better than having 420 hit points. And we'll go back to the top of the round. Luthias, you just watched 3 lightning strikes come out of the sky and hit the 3 swarms, which
So,
kind of
if
prompted
I
this
want-
guy to move a little bit.
how do you want to do this mechanically? Can I just like fire a cantrip at like a swarm?
I mean, you can.
I guess would it be effective compared to like an AOE spell, or
I mean,
I don't
obviously,
know.
most swarms do have, take the bonus splash damage, stuff like that. I mean, you could certainly try a recall knowledge. I will say it might be a little difficult.
I guess my question is this mechanically speaking a swarm, even though they are marching in rank and file?
It is. It does actually have some swarm weaknesses.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I was actually surprised too when I just checked it right now because it's called. It gives it that property. I guess it's just for balance reasons. So yeah.
I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to give it a try. All right. Let's see. 15. 15. Damn, Donovan got way over there. Nope, I can't even get over there to do it, unfortunately. I want to use a little cone thing. It's a 15-foot cone, but, I'm so far away. So, what I will do instead... Where's Dakota? There's Dakota. I'll walk over to Dakota. Don't worry, Dakota. And I pull out a scalpel and I rip it down her
What?
sleeve.
Huh? You did what?
Even I don't know what's happening here, but I think he's giving you the risky surgery.
I am.
The shit balls.
All right, Dakota,
What
you're
the
going to
hell
take
is
some
that?
damage as he begins an operation.
And I'll do the DC 15 medicine check for the battle medicine.
All right.
What the? What's happening?
It's fine. Don't worry. Just try to stay
Sure.
calm.
All right, yeah,
For you?
roll 4d8. Since that is going to be a critical success. And Dakota, you will heal as he kind of patches you up after cutting you.
I'm so confused.
We'll send you the note in the mail.
It's going to
Get
be a
the
bit.
shit out of you.
But I feel better.
And Luthius is broke, so it's probably going to be a
And with that,
substantial.
I'll walk another 25 feet over here. And that's it.
Kind of hide behind poor
Wow.
poor Blinsky.
It just happens to be that my movement speed ends right there.
That's what they all say. Tristan will use his first action to sigh dramatically,
Of course.
and then he's going to boost. Oh no, I didn't move the map. Help! Okay, here we go. Yeah, there's got to be a way to simplify this. Maybe I can make a macro that just makes it permanent since he always wastes one action doing that anyway. And she'll move. Yeah, she can get over there. She actually has 30 feet. Double move. That, and he did sigh, so that is all of his move. Actually, I'm going to call the sigh a demoralize attempt.
For himself or
For everybody.
for the enemy?
He fails. He does fail to demoralize it, unfortunately. The skeleton doesn't seem to notice that he sighed dramatically. All right, Uni.
Uh, uh, well, I mean, I see that the Colte is fine, and well, I see Strahd is just like he's doing good. Are we taking care of the horde of the undead or something? Are we doing this again?
Yes.
No.
I mean,
Kill it with fire.
Yeah, kill it with fire, and there you go.
I do not have fire.
I don't think any of us have fire. Fireball.
Something else.
you guys are
But
not.
I'm
You guys are
pretty
not prepared.
I am. Well, I'm prepared, but I'm kind of far. Like, and that are all bones. Like,
I mean, sometimes you got to use your turn to get in range. That's just.
well, yes, I do not have a choice. Let's see. All right. Okay. No, too far. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. 10, 15, 20. All right. Okay. Okay. So I don't like really being this close up to all these, but we gotta do what we gotta do. So taking a look sees. Okay. Stop. There we go. Okay. All right. And because of that, I am going to go ahead and cast Noise Blast. I don't think they have any real eardrums left since they are very, very dead. But
Are you casting Noise Blast this way?
Noise Blast? That's right.
All right. Roll me a d20. It is concealed to you. You do know something's there. You got to roll a flat check to see if you can hit it. You just need to roll over a 5. Otherwise, the action and spell are wasted.
Oh, okay, so I just roll right.
Just roll a d20. If you get 5 or better, you're good.
How do I hide it? How do I hide
Oh no, it doesn't have to be hidden. You can just public. You'll know immediately if it worked or not. You can just use the little dice at the bottom over there. The second one to the last is a d20. And yeah, you're good. You can do the spell normally. It's a waste of the
hope so.
20, but you know.
How there? How there?
Kinda.
Okay, I just need to have more. That's all. Okay, alright. So, noise blast. Here we go.
All right, he will make a fortitude save. He is going to be okay.
I didn't realize he was in the way. Sorry, my guy. I was just getting these guys.
Oh, I'm not even going to roll for the other guy. The other guy's definitely okay.
So should I roll damage?
Now that like he crit success, and I don't think there's any chance he can even fail the save. With his saving throw.
Oh,
Scares me if we attack him. Or he attacks us. So since this is a horde, like shooting it with an arrow probably.
It'll be less effective, and you'd also have to make a flat check to shoot through the ghostly rampart.
Ah, okay.
out of character. You did have
Probably
me.
should go
I was
for
pointed
this.
towards the horde, right?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
horde rolled a crit success, which means it takes no damage.
Fuck. Okay, never mind.
And realistically, his plus is higher. Even if he rolls a 1, I think he still crit successes, even with it lowering the degree of success.
Balls.
So,
How far can I move for one action? I forgot.
we can look at your sheet here. You have 35. So you can move pretty far. So you can move all the way up to there with one action.
I'm gonna go here, and I picked up my knife.
Okay, that's one action.
And
Moving is an action. You have one action left.
shoot my arrow.
All
Or would I
right.
need to keep.
No, you can definitely shoot that way if you like.
Sure, we're gonna do that.
This song was not as hype as I thought it was. In fact, I can barely hear it.
Song.
That's what
I
I'm
was gonna say,
saying, right?
I don't hear anything. What are you
Damn.
talking about?
I heard some like ambiance.
Yeah, like it had a cool name. I thought it was something cool, but a lot of these songs were uploaded so long ago. We'll miss.
Miss. Okay, I tried. I tried, guys.
All right. Pumpkin is gonna try to attack. Let's go, Pumpkin. You at least were easy. I just dragged a template onto your sheet. Yeah, no, that's not going well. We'll just go on. All right, Dakota.
So this guy's still not doing nothing.
Nope.
Like he did get attacked, but didn't react.
I mean, if you want to call that being attacked, yeah.
Yeah. So, if I shoot at this group over to the west,
Hmm.
am I gonna hit?
I mean, I think he gets some slight thing because you're shooting through allies, yeah.
We can take it.
I mean, you won't necessarily hit them, it'll just get an AC bonus. Alternatively, you could try to move where you have a better shot, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. That's why you're the GM.
It's true. Alternatively, if you wanted to shoot Luthius, he'd be flat-footed, since he's not looking your direction.
Well, Tristan keeps sighing. Might shoot him.
He's at least watching, though, so he
Ah, I see.
has regular AC, which isn't very high.
What is my movement?
Let's see. You are 25. Damn elves. Their blazing movement speed.
Yes, I know.
Wait, is Dakota an elf?
No, she's not. That's why she only has
No, I'm
25.
not.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
But that's why
okay.
Kardama can
You're
move
the
so
elf.
far, because
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Kardama's
okay,
an
I get what
elf.
you're saying now.
So I will shoot the horde.
Alright, target him and roll me an attack roll.
That did work, right?
He's targeted, yeah. Oh shit. That
Natural 20.
is going... Dakota, you targeted yourself. But that'll hit. It won't be a crit, but that does hit.
How the heck did I do that?
I don't know. You have 2 targets right now. You have a target on him and a target on yourself. So that's something. But yeah, roll me some damage. It won't be a crit, but you do get some damage off. You would have crit yourself, though, if you want to shoot yourself in the foot. I assume you don't want to do that.
No, that's okay.
Alright, you put some
Thank you.
damage down on him. Alright, you have 1 action left.
One more reload.
Reload. Yep, we will go down
Yep.
the list here to Donovan.
All right. Let's try and see if I can smack the horde.
I like them. They look so cool. They got their little axes, their little shields on their back. Will miss.
How high is there to hit?
They're pretty tough. They're pretty tough.
That was definitely a whiff.
See. Let's see. Is this? Where?
This might be the boss battle you guys were looking for. But it might not be.
Yeah. Alright, let's try. Let's try this.
It's actually pretty cool.
Oof. I failed to enter the stance. So, I'm gonna try and demoralize the horde.
Alright, give me some demoralization. I'm finally looking at what they actually do. I've never looked at their
I see. Nope.
Hey, let's not start that again.
That's right.
That's my turn.
Alright. So at the end of the turn, when these guys will go, this guy's going to take some damage against the wall. This guy over here, I'm going to figure out what he's actually doing. Oh shit, that's interesting. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. What does this do? Alright, they are going to kind of bring their spears down and essentially attempt to charge into Nyx, Jack being the Pumpkin Man, and Donovan. So I need you guys to click that button for me. Oops, I linked it twice instead of GM powers. And Jack, what do you got? Do you have anything? You do have a save at least. I'm pretty sure you're not going to get this, but let's see. Reflex. I think that's still a fail. Yeah, so you guys will take... This is going to be a little painful. Oh, not too bad. 30 points of piercing damage
Oh,
as
not
they
too bad.
kind of. Well, I mean, there's still quite a few of them left. Charge into you, spears drawn, and it's kind of like a stampede of spears. You're getting stabbed kind of from all over, especially since they can share your square. I'm not going to move them there, but essentially it's like right here. And you're like basically engulfed by them. But
Ugh.
I'm going to keep it there for now. So give a 30 to everybody, and that is their turn. Those other guys are still down there doing that. I think these guys down here are definitely dead at this point. Those guys are probably working their way up. And we're going to have ads in 5 minutes, but more thunder again, so they're going to reflex.
Oh wait, let's see. I'll save Nick's 6 damage and try and smack him.
All right.
Since I technically have that.
Yep. All right, so I'll give 6 back to Tristan. Go back to 27.
And let's try and smack these guys again.
Let's get some big money here. It was bigger money, but not enough money. You were close though. You were really close.
I was like, there's like a less than 25% chance to hit these guys.
They are higher level.
How high?
They're pretty high. I mean, not that it's gonna matter because the lightning comes down. I think he's dead. Yeah, he's dead as fuck. I'm just gonna roll. I'm just gonna use the same damage in an effort to speed this up a little bit. And we'll reflex for both of the other two. We have 1 success and 1 crit failure. Or no, 1 failure and 1 crit failure. He takes double. He dies. This guy down here, though, is still alive. Is he? Actually, he might be dead, too. Eat it. Nope, he barely died. Alright, so unless anyone is going to try to stop him, this guy is essentially going to turn around. He walks right through the ghostly ramparts and is going to attempt to basically exit the way he came in. Uni, you're kind of the only one there if you wanted to do anything. If not, he is going to leave as the skeletons all crumble.
Fuck all. Are you kidding me? Where he was walking, there was lightning crackling and all that stuff. I didn't even mean to hit him.
Yeah, he's a little menacing. But yeah, he'll exit. And we will go out of combat. Yeah, there's a lot of dead guards. A lot of dead undead. But surprisingly, or maybe perhaps not, it doesn't look like any of the townsfolk were harmed, despite the proximity. None of the undead kind of went for them at all. And Strahd will just kind of, do the, say now that the distraction is over, I think my business here is concluded, and he'll hand something to Rahadin and then turn around on his horse and leave. As he is going, though, you see him kind of lift up his right gloved hand, and you see him kind of point a finger to the sky, and you hear again, but that part's not really weird. The weird part is when the gray clouds that have perpetually covered the sky up until now, your entire time you've been in Barovia, will actually part, and there is sunlight. They'd come streaming down on the city.
I assume not on him.
No, no, no. He's in the sun on his horse, just casually walking away. Does not seem to be phased by said sunlight. Um,
Tristan?
Tristan sparkles slightly in the sunlight.
Of course he does.
Or rather, does absolutely nothing in the sunlight, because he's not a vampire.
He will sigh dramatically.
He's just going to sigh dramatically when everyone looks, waiting for him to burst into flames.
For the love of God.
Yes.
Even though you can look at his ancestry in the Discord.
He is no
It's-
kid of mine!
But
And-
it's also interesting that this guy doesn't burst into flames either.
Rahadin actually walks over to you, Donovan, and he hands you a couple of things. Let me see if I have this uploaded already. Do I? I don't. We'll make a quick handout. Give me 1 second here. The first thing he hands you is a small bag. And
Drugs.
it's
A
clear.
small bag of drugs.
It's clearly cocaine.
It's cocaine.
It's a fat sack of cocaine that he hands you. No, it's not. There are some small rune-like objects inside of said bag. And where did I save this? I should have uploaded this sooner, but I really need to reorganize all my folders too. Might be in here. There it is. All right, give me 1 second. And Donovan, you're trained in crafting, right?
Yeah, he's the one that applied the runes. to
Yeah,
those
so
weapons before.
you would recognize these as striking runes. Conveniently enough, that lines up for your little group there. Are you going to upload or what thing? Come on now. This map, I think, is killing everything.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to move us over to a placeholder map in a second. Actually, you know what I'm going to do that might work just as well? I'm going to just leave the important NPCs on the map. And we are going to get rid of, like, everyone else. And maybe these bloodstains. That might actually help a lot. Except for that bloodstain down there that it doesn't want to let me remove. Alright. Oh, no, there's more. Jesus Christ, how many people did you guys murder? Poor Vargas is important, so we're going to leave his corpse there. And he will hand you a letter, and this is the letter. Is this the right one? Let me read it real quick. Yeah, this is the right one. I actually have a couple letters, but this is the one we need right here. So we're gonna show you guys that. Hopefully it pops up.
There we go.
If someone wants to read said letter, they can certainly do that.
Donovan will do it because he's responded it.
Yep, and having done that, Rahadin will depart as well.
Yeah, he kind of he'll kind of move. Yeah, like he'll kind of look to him. Assuming he keeps the letter, he'll kind of move over to the others and read it out loud. And just kind of hands it to anyone. But he kind of, after looking it over and rereading it twice, he's like, it seems we know our next destination.
It should also have a date. Considering I didn't set a date for the game, I didn't put in the letter, so I can just reuse it. But it's about a week away.
And how long did it take to get from Barovia Village to this place?
I mean, you guys got here pretty quick since you got a ride.
Yeah, assuming we don't get a ride, like how
Probably take you
how
like
long
2
would-
days to get to the castle. About.
Okay, so have about roughly 5 days of messing around.
Yeah. I'll actually also add, it's not in the letter, but he actually will send someone to pick you guys up as well. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I was trying something this time, making the map a little bigger because by raw, Barovia is literally, like, the entire area is just teeny. I made it a little bigger. You know, maybe future adjustments. I'll make it a little smaller than the bigger I made it. But yeah, they'll send a ride to pick you guys up.
Okay.
We're doing some experiments here.
Hydrate, everyone.
All right, so yeah. You guys have a letter and invitation for dinner. Dress appropriately. About a week away. Instructions that you'll be picked up just outside Valaki. And you have a sack of striking runes, which, you know, you guys are
Yeah.
supposed to have had it for, but we didn't have a good place to give them to you until now. So,
Yeah. Exciting, exciting developments.
indeed.
My baby.
All right, so yeah, what do you guys want to do? I assume, you know, anything you want to
Uh,
talk amongst yourselves?
yeah. He kind of notes something and is like, uh, given that is Fiona still around? I mean, she's on the map. But...
Yeah, no, she's still there. Her son, like I said, most of the people are still there. I just removed them to speed up the map and hopefully make the letter thing show, which I think worked.
Okay. Yeah, and he's like kind of moved over here to kind of join the others, and he kind of looks over at Fiona. I was like, oh, it seems that the burgomaster has been uh, has stepped down, as it were. So I look forward to to the results of your election. But um, does the name Tatiana mean anything to you?
No, I can't say that it does. Uh, no. Should it?
He slowly nods. He's like, it kind of frowns a little bit. Um, he's like, well, we have time, so he kind of muses for a moment. We probably, um, it, uh, out of out of character. How long was it assumed that helping the people with the ale? How long did we figure that was gonna take?
Probably a bit under a week, 4 or 5 days,
Okay.
barring any crazy. I wonder why Vargas's token's not on the map anymore. He's dead, but he should still be there.
I
Uh,
see it.
yeah.
Oh, on
So
the
I
stream one, it's not. Oh, he just appeared. Never mind.
okay.
I think
During
Um,
this
I think
conversation,
the
could I be
It's haunted.
yeah. What were you saying,
during this
Kodama?
conversation, could I be healing Donovan?
Yeah. I mean, you got 10 minutes. While you
yeah.
guys are talking, roll me a treat wounds.
Cause I'll help too.
Treat wounds.
Yeah, and he'll
Medicine, right?
yeah.
All right. So go ahead and roll me 4d8.
um,
That is going to be a critical success.
where are the dice?
Should be at the bottom right. Third one over from the left is the D8, the little diamondish shaped guy. You can just click it 4 times
For all the chat.
and press enter. Yeah, by the little chat window on the side.
Oh, okay. D8.
Yep.
Okay. 1,
2, 3, 4, and then push enter in chat and it'll roll them for you.
Oh yeah.
All right, Donovan, you heal for 17. Feeling a bit better?
Well, doesn't a critical success double that?
No, no, no. It just turns it from 2d8 to 4d8. That's
Ah, okay.
the way meta. Yeah,
Uh, one can always hope.
yeah. So Fiona will actually say she'll say I need to go talk to Lydia, but come by my estate later. Most of the we have well, we don't have everything, but we do have a lot of the city records. We can take a look if that name's there, and I'm not sure how poor Lydia's doing with Vargas dead, but he likely has an even more extensive collection than I do. Perhaps she'd be willing to let you all peruse it once things calm down. And yeah, she'll excuse herself and go over there. She had mentioned to you guys that they actually grew up together, so they used to be friends until she married Vargas. And we're about to have an ad here anyway. I ran out of snoozes. So if you need to get water, bathroom, anything else, do that. And then we'll meet back up after that.
Okay, I'll be right back.
And then when you guys rest
gonna
tonight,
have
we'll
to get a
see
dress.
about getting some striking runes as well. Which will help some of you guys more than others, but dang, I'm surprised how fast you guys blew through my poor undead mobs. Like, I knew they weren't going to last that long, but geez, you guys destroyed everybody.
When you say it like that, it's a little terrifying. Just a little bit.
Well, I mean, you guys did really good that time. I admit I may have this time erred on the side of caution after the rolls last week. Um,
Try not to kill us this time.
well, I mean, most of the enemies that you guys were beating up were like -1s to -4s. Um, you were supposed to beat them up. I just didn't think that you were going to beat them up as efficiently as you beat them up. To the point where
I definitely agree.
the end of the fight, I had to start bullshitting some other stuff because Strahd was just supposed to chill and watch, um, and then casually blow up the skeleton swarms while you guys were still fighting. But you killed everything so freaking fast that I had to change that plan. Especially because, yeah, you guys, like, short of rolling, I think, like a 17, or maybe it was an 18, you couldn't have hit the swarm anyway. Like, they were supposed to be backdrop pieces, but you killed the stuff too fast.
So you're saying we did good?
No, you did. I mean, it happens like that sometimes. If you DM games, you'll realize that sometimes shit does not go to plan. Like the 8 rounds against that shadow was not going to plan. You guys decimating everything in like a round and a half was not going to plan.
This is true.
I mean,
You're
it's
saying
fine.
we're awesome.
You guys did good. Proud of you. Plus, it led to the spot where I was trying to get to. We're not going to go too much longer tonight, maybe another half an hour. But you will have your striking runes that we'll go over how to put on for the next rest. And, you guys have some more leads you can follow in town, things you can do out of town. Still have a toy to deliver.
Yep. Some ale to investigate.
Yep. And also,
And-
Milavage is, might be conscious now.
Yeah. So we have 4 quests right now. Get some nice clothing. Speak with Milavage. Drop off the toy and investigate the ale.
Yep. And probably also talk to Fiona and see if you can't find
And
any
Fiona.
mention of the name. And possibly go over to the Baron's house. But, Lydia might need some time after watching Vargas get annihilated rather gruesomely. And you know, at this point, the townspeople have all kind of gone every which way, kind of leaving you guys in the square. I don't know how this guy escaped the purge, but he's purged.
What are we the hell supposed to? Forgot.
You were cutting in and out there. What was that?
Were we supposed to help Olivia and her husband? I don't remember.
No, they were the ones we were trying to depose.
They're children.
Job well done. Wait, what happened to the children?
Oh, I
I'll
mean,
just
there
say-
there was
We're just pretty
children.
bad.
There were children here from the orphanage and elsewhere. They don't have tokens. I didn't put them on the map. It was lagging bad enough as is, but you know,
Yeah, that would have been a shame.
obviously the festival's over. There is a bit of sunlight now coming through over the city. Um, Fiona and Lydia will eventually leave, but Lydia actually seems surprisingly calm despite everything that happened, and is talking fairly coherently to Fiona when you see them head off towards the Wachter estate. Kind of, you know, most other people have left at this point too. Obviously, the Festival of the Blazing Sun is over. The Wicker's still there, but you know.
Donovan will kind of, after a moment, kind of look up at the sky and kind of just kind of chuckle. And I was like, well, uh, at least they got the sun that the festival was a festival about, even if it came perhaps not the way they intended.
All right, and then
Was
we'll
that really
hand you
funny,
guys a bill for her services in the fight, and we'll head off before you have a chance to dispute it.
How rude.
Here, Thurston, you get the bill.
Do I look
She
like I
apply our
have money?
discount?
She did, 50% off.
Sweet.
You're the resident here. We technically can't pay because we don't even have an address here.
Yeah, good luck hunting us down.
You hear a voice. I'll find you.
And I will kill you.
And we'll kill you. Yeah, there you go. You
It's a
beat
ve-
me to it.
It's a very
Wait,
deep. It's a very deep voice too. You're kind of like, wait, what? I'll find
Thank
you,
you.
and I'll
Yes,
kill you.
Satan.
I mean, I got that too. I can't go that low, but I got a voice changer.
I don't. I just changed my voice.
It kind of sounds like this whenever I want to speak really evil.
I'm waiting for the evil speech.
I
That was
don't
it, I
like
think.
children.
Oh, if that was it, damn, I missed it. I blinked and I missed it. I know what
Yeah,
you're thinking.
I didn't hear it come through at all.
Same.
Oh, okay.
I
Can you
don't.
hear me now?
You sound the same.
That's not
Yeah,
very
you sound
deep.
the same.
I
Yeah.
sound the same?
Yep.
Yeah.
You do.
Kind of cool. I'll have to fix that to see why it's doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, could be because of the voice mod.
It might also just might be that Discord doesn't like it as much as Streamlabs does.
That is true.
You're no fun, Discord.
All right. So what's the plan then? You have a bill. You have striking runes.
Probably should put those on our weapons.
Yeah, I mean
Runes,
that'll probably be the Donovan will probably kind of like with the other runes he'll offer to do that overnight.
That'll probably be while you rest. We'll cover before we stop for the night. How to put them on. If you already know how, you can add it there. There's not going to be any more fights between now and then. But we're going to go a little bit further. Is there anywhere else you guys want to go today? I mean, it's still pretty early. It's maybe like 11 a.m. All of this should happen in essentially about less than an hour from arriving at the festival, kind of, talking around a bit. watching Vargas be kind of pompous ass with the torch. Rawhidden showing up to announce Strahd. Strahd talking and Rawhidden talking some shit. Vargas dying horribly and stuff.
For a bath. How about you?
Uh, it's not a bad idea, but I suppose that it's like if we're not needed with Fiona right away, then we could probably check in with the orphanage to see if there's any word on Milovage.
All right, so to the orphanage then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All
Goodbye,
right,
bath. Goodbye.
to the orphanage. Uni, I need you to give me a willpower save. The children are
Right,
there.
children.
Brave thoughts. Brave thoughts.
Yes, the children.
Brave
Yep.
thoughts. I hate children.
Yes, you do.
As you guys approach, Uni, you just kind of stop a little ways down the street. Kind of frowning, staring at the house where you know the children are. Um, and you can't seem to bring yourself to go any closer.
So Uni isn't going into the orphanage, I'm guessing?
I mean, you know, you could pick her up and carry her in, maybe.
Uh, she's been through enough,
Picking up a
so
feral cat.
yeah. Unless she's needed, Donovan is fine with just letting her linger back.
All right, so yeah, you guys will go to the orphanage. You actually get there shortly after the caretaker gets there, and she's kind of actually still ushering the kids inside when you guys walk up. She says, "Oh, it's you all again. I assume you're looking for Milovage then."
That is correct.
Well, he went to the church this morning, and I didn't see him at the festival, so I assume he's probably still there. Maybe catching up on work. He was bedridden for a few days.
Donovan raises an eyebrow, looks to the others, then looks back to her and nods like, "Oh, thank you. We appreciate the information."
To
And
the
then
Church of St. Andrew.
he nods.
All right.
Like he'll start walking back to pick up Uni. Is like, good news. Our time at the orphanage is not required today. We're going to the church.
There's the guy's still a kid though when we get to the church.
And let me put you guys over at the church. Whose token don't we have over at the church? I think we're missing Matthias's token. I'm gonna close that. Move that, and we'll put you guys on our church map. Oh, and it's not raining. Let me turn that on too. In fact, it's surprisingly, we can do that too. Let's let there be daylight. Oh my god, it's so much brighter. Okay. Oh, wait, why is it still raining? You son of a B word.
Clear.
You call this bright?
What? It's pretty bright right
Call
now,
this
actually. Keep in mind that the areas that are darkened like this over here, I didn't put that in. That's just the map is foggy there. So the map being darkened is just there. Like, you want to see not dark, or you want to see not light? Here, let me help you. How's that?
That's very dark.
Okay, that's worse.
Yeah. So see, no, when I say there's light, there's light. And we have our cool cathedral music playing. There are a large number of people in the church this morning, perhaps not surprisingly. What do you do? Where do you go? Matthias, are you not there? I thought I dragged you on.
I went all the way inside.
Oh, so you're the only one that went in. Tristan goes in, immediately bursts into flames because he's a vampire. I'm going to remake him as a vampire because it's funny.
Holy shit balls. Uh, oh, what, why does everyone look the same?
They don't. We've been over this 20 times.
Right. I'm never out. It's okay.
You just don't
21
remember.
times now.
Okay.
If you can't remember, that's kind of sad.
I actually have a problem with that. Just
Oh,
relax.
well, I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
I don't remember
Apparently people,
names, but I remember everything else.
you know, there are things that I wish I could forget, and there's things I intentionally forget.
I wish I could do that. I can't do that either, unfortunately.
I didn't think I could do it either until I watched one thing that I can't name out loud because then y'all will go see it, and I can't do that to you.
Oh God.
Please don't.
Oh.
All right, so what are you guys doing in the church? Partying with the townspeople?
want to.
Cardama's blocking Uni's view of the children.
There are some children over here.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, one
Trying to-
child and one like young adult. A familiar, well, maybe. Well, yeah, you've seen Milavage before. You know what he looks like. Admittedly, he was bedridden at the time, but he seems like he's up now.
And Yeska specifically told us that Milovaj is the groundskeeper and might know something about St. Angel's missing bone.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then actually, Father Lucian, when you were gone, um, basically got the same info from Yeska and kind of repeated it. So he does have a feeling that Milovaj told the group that Milovaj likely knows where the bones went.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Call Donovan and Uni over so we can beat it out of him.
Damn, you guys are violent.
I want to inquire. Donovan actually comes over. I want to inquire with Milovaj about the bone using diplomacy, not
All right.
intimidation.
Uni, give me a willpower check. Yeska seems really interested in your answer and starts asking you a million questions about it. It's pretty horrifying.
Fuck
But you
my
grit your
fucking
teeth.
Lancer.
And you know what? Funny enough, um, you actually suddenly feel a sense of relief. You know, your immediate reaction to Yeska is to kind of, pull away like you've always done to children, but you find he's surprisingly pleasant, and you actually don't mind talking to him. And you actually no longer have a phobia of children.
Okay. Alright, fine. I say, don't you ever fucking touch my Lancer. But I will show you how to actually wield it. You can't just be. You can't be messy with these kinds of things. If you're going to stab at something, you need to do it well.
Yeah, you are so cool. That's awesome.
Yes, I am.
All right, and do we have our diplomacy roll here? Yeah, he doesn't have a sheet. Just roll it normally. Unless you roll something no, see, you would have needed to roll like it was just standard DC. um, so what do you want to say? What are you saying to him exactly?
Just let him know that we are on a mission to help the people of the village, and by restoring the lost bone of Saint Angel, that would go a long way to helping his fellow city folk.
And he'll kind of. He says, I had a feeling that's why you guys were here. Look, Henrik, the guy who runs the coffin shop, was asking me um, if I knew about any holy relics in the temple. And he offered me a lot of money in exchange for the bones. And the orphanage is not doing well. We pretty much get by mostly on the money I make for helping around the church. So, yeah, I told him about the bones. He paid me for the bones. I took the bones and I gave him the bones. I didn't think any of this extra stuff was even possible. Yeah, you rolled really well. That was a crit success. So he just kind of comes clean.
All right, Donovan, lay into him. Give him an uppercut.
Donovan looks over and just like gives the most unimpressed look.
You see that mask? Those fiery eyes? You do anything like this ever again, he's coming for you. I point to Donovan.
He says, "Trust me, if I knew the bones were blessed and had any actual effect at all, I never would have sold them to Henrik."
Fucking children.
Do you do you know where Henrik lives?
At the coffin shop, should be maybe a block over from downtown.
He nods slowly. Kind of looks to uh to the father that sees all the people and is like, oh, maybe we can go take care of this quietly and then bring it back.
Yeah, and it didn't really seem like anyone else was too interested in your conversation. Most of the people are kind of praying, rather fervidly, especially with the sunlight and everything else. Father Lucian will kind of glance over to you guys and just give you a nod, like, he's heard what Milibaj has to say. Um, and yeah, what do you guys want to head to the coffin maker shop? Get some coffee ins?
There's coffee?
No,
Coffins.
get some coffin, maybe. You
Coffee?
know what? If Henrik turns over a new leaf, he can open a coffin shop instead of a coffin shop.
Sounds like uh sounds like a plan. Let's head over.
All right. So you guys will leave the church and head over to the coffin shop. And it's not too hard to find. Um, most of the streets are, fairly labeled, and you can see the only shop that has like a little coffin-y sign. And I'm gonna put you guys on this map real quick. Got Dakota, we got Donovan, we got Kardama, got Luthias, we got Denib the Witch. Wait, wrong one. We got Uni, and we got Tristan. Pull you guys. Actually, let's preload this in case it doesn't load. Loaded fine. And you guys find yourselves at the coffin maker's shop. Lovely
Coffin?
building that it is. Like most Barovian architecture, it is a stone building that obviously time has not been kind to, as the entire building is kind of collapsing, I guess, under the weight of the structure itself, kind of sagging a bit in places. But it is still standing, and it seems mostly structurally sound.
Yeah. Donovan will kind of move up to the door and kind of give a very forceful knock.
All right. Dang, that was pretty forceful. All right, so go over here. You knock on the door. You don't immediately get a response, but you can hear someone on the other side of the door or something on the other side of the door moving around.
Donovan will knock again.
You hear a voice, little feeble and shaken, that says, "Go away, we're closed."
Donovan will knock again. I was like, we know you have St. Angel's bone, and honestly, we've had a very long day already, and would very much like to just get the bone back and have everyone just go about their lives.
All right, give me a diplomacy.
Kind of do intimidation instead.
You cannot. You didn't really say that in an intimidating manner.
He's been knocking intimidatingly.
You know what? I'll allow it. I mean, with that roll, you might have been
yeah.
better off with the other.
I mean, that had the pluses.
Oh, I know. No response. I think Luthius is moving up to offer some words of encouragement.
Don't open the fucking door!
If you don't open this door, he will break it down with his face.
Uni, are you on this map? Are you in someone's token?
Yeah, she's under.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure. I was like, I don't see you.
I mean,
no, you're good. I just didn't.
No, I was,
yeah.
Yeah, and I was just.
You hear a kind of soft, defeated sigh, and you hear someone begin to open a lock and then kind of take up a crossbar and then open another lock. And it takes, a good 7 or 8 seconds. And then the door opens. He says, "Look, they keep the bones upstairs, but I can't guarantee your safety if you go up there."
Donovan raises an eyebrow. Who's they?
They came in crates. They, pale skin, fangs.
Vampires?
Donovan looks to Tristan.
And he will nod his head. Who said Tristan?
I did.
Matthias?
No, he looked to Tristan because and then he kind of looks to Luthius to see how he reacts to the news. But
I just give you a slow, silent, affirming nod. Like, yeah, that fucking guy is definitely a vampire.
All right. He says, "But you all, you seem capable, I hope. Even opening the door now, I'm pretty sure if you can't deal with the problem, we're all dead anyway."
I mean, deal with the vampires or deal with the bones, deal with the children? Like, what do you want? By the way, do you have coffins here?
We have coffins.
No, coffins, not coffins.
I
Big goods.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, who do you want us to defeat?
The vampires in the second
wait.
floor storeroom.
Wait, they're here?
Yes, they have the bones upstairs. I'm going to close the door and pretend I never saw you because you guys don't seem as capable as I thought.
Sorry, but don't they have excellent hearing? Didn't they just pretty much hear that you want them dead and you wanted to hire us.
I'm not hiring anybody. If you want the
Donovan.
bones, you have to get them back.
Yeah.
Also, they usually sleep during the day, which that's a first. Why is the sun out? Hmm.
Uh, you
Strahd?
can thank the Lord of this land. He kind of moves to kind of push in. It was like before the door shut. It was like, let's go get these bones and deal with this.
Maybe leave her out here. I suspect she might be brutally murdered and come back as a vampire.
I think.
You kind of cut out there.
Nothing. Nothing. I had no thoughts. I had no impure thoughts.
And he's like, is this where the stairs are?
He says, yes, but you can't get to them from this side. Or from that side.
Hmm.
Luthias, you feel right at home in here. If you need to earn income during downtime, you know where to come.
Having PTSD flashbacks.
Kinda.
No. Like me as a player.
Oh, well, yeah, that's bound to happen. Are you guys trying to open the back door? Okay, that's fine. It unlocks from that side.
We got him now.
I think these are the
I didn't know you guys wanted to go in and back out of the house, but
these are the stairs right where I'm at.
yep, Kardama has found the stairs.
I found the stairs, guys.
All right, yeah, our teleporter's currently turned off, but I'll put you guys up there in
Okay.
a sec.
Am I trying to go back outside?
Unless you want to go outside. All right, let me just I just wanted to keep you guys together, so I turned the teleporter off. What we will do, you will ascend the stairs, and he'll kind of follow after you, and he'll say it's the room on the left. So, because that room's bigger and the hallway up here is teeny as fug, I'm going to put you guys in this room. Unfortunately, it should be noted that if you did apply your striking rune, you are going to have to take it back off, as you have not had time to actually put the striking rune on. But yeah, I'll move you guys up here.
No, I didn't. I forgot how to do all that.
Yeah, it's fine. You guys will get them on tonight. But you guys are currently in this room. More PTSD. For at least one of you. You know what? I assume he did tell you those vampires up there. So Nyx is probably out here somewhere. Maybe she's standing on this pile of wood. And what we will do, this is our usual end time, and if we go any further, it could potentially be a long fight, so we are going to pause here for now, and then next week we'll pick up with the finishing the hunt for the bones. Actually, let me turn up the light here too. It shouldn't be quite as dark anymore for right now. Look at that, let there be light. Oh, and there's someone. Maybe you see them through a window walking down a side. Little,
Yeah, Donovan spies him and was like, if we weren't dealing with something else, I'd be giving you a very stern talking to.
Yeah, we'll pause here for now. We'll pick up from the attic next week, and yeah, I think that's everything. You guys did good. You murdered my poor undead. Luke, you're running your game Thursday, right?
Yep.
All right. And then we're actually going to start Kingmaker on Friday.
Yep.
Yes, we are.
For the stream. So that should be interesting. I think that's everything. Let's see who we can throw the raid to. I assume there's probably only one person streaming Pathfinder.
Raz?
The usual person.
So yeah, there's Razzle. I mean, there's someone who's doing
what? There's more
rap.
people. What? There's someone
Yeah.
rapping. Dang, should we raid the person who's rapping? What? No, we'll throw it to
Rap or
Raz. I
rapping.
feel like we always throw it to Raz anyway.
That's fair.
Like we
Yeah,
always.
but it Pathfinder 1e.
Oh yeah, they've been running it. We've been raiding him for like a while, like the last 2 months. So, dude, one is complicated. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I usually watch their stream for like an hour after we stop, and
Mm.
they'll be like they'll be in the same turn of combat a fucking hour later,
Uh-huh.
and I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm really glad I don't play 1E. Like I complained about our hour long 8 round combat, but this is the same round for a fucking hour. And I'm just like,
I liked our combat. I thought it went well.
no, I'm talking about the one last week,
Oh,
where it was, yeah, like it was fucking crazy. It was like 8 hours, or no, sorry, 8 rounds, like an hour and a half of insanity. So
Yeah. That's
Entirely too
I
damn long.
yeah, I've been in games where combat single round of combat took hours, but that was less due to the mechanics and more due to the people.
Oh God, Jesus, that shit would stretch up for hours.
Yeah.
Don't make me relive the flashbacks.
uh, I was like,
How'd you
like
guys game?
not. Funnily enough, it is people that don't know the system are faster than people who know it and want to argue every single thing.
true, true. All right, I'm gonna stop my stream there.